Oh, all right. Hey, everyone. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to this incredible season. Thank you to just a lot of the amazing moments we had. Of course, our first season post monetization, and everything. But I'm very happy to just make this season happen. I'm glad we went this long, and I'm glad that we had a lot of experiences this season, and I'm glad I shared it with you guys. And so I'm going to bring my team here. Me and the crew, we put together a special outro, or a special intro and outro just for you guys, and we really hope you guys like it. We really do, because you guys better like it. If not, then you're all fired.
Then we're going to send you an angry letter.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. Wait, what was that?
What if they don't like it, we're going to send you an angry letter.
Hang on. Yeah. What was that? All right, sorry, that was one little quick. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't fire my chat? I'm just saying. I want them to know that they better like this intro. We put a lot of time into this. Okay, I can't say that, because if I do say that, if I can't fire my chat, because our chat what do you mean the chat keeps the lights on for us? What are you talking about? Oh. Okay, everyone, looks like the power went out. Power went out at the studio here. Mads, Bruce, are you guys here?
Still here.
You're not stumbling on anything? Everybody's here? It's a bit dark.
Oh,
okay, apparently our chat does keep the lights on for us. Shoot.
Wait, stop trying to DSP the chat, dude.
Yeah, I'm not. That's not me. I'm just what is... Okay, you know what? Let's just play the intro. Just go ahead and play the intro. Hope you guys like it. We love our chat. We love our chat. We love our chat. Just play the intro,
Jamie.
Wrong intro, Kiki. Play the right one, please. Thank you. Are you serious right now? Okay, guys, this isn't funny. Play the damn intro.
You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
Y'all just you just butchered the intro. This is the production team that I have here. I expect better from y'all. What is going on here? Mads, Bruce, get in here. What is going on here? How choppy the intro was it?
I don't know.
Okay, by the way, first off, Brianna and Skyla, you guys are fine. You guys will be back on Makini. You will be back hosting Makini Live next season. Bubblegum, however, got this stream demonetized, so I'm looking for a new OCs to host along Brianna Skyla. If you guys are if you are anyone who is who is interested, send me your application along with your measurements to Makini 90 at gmail.com.
So we're demonetized now?
No, we're not.
I mean, if we're demonetized,
yes. Thanks, Kiki. Thank you.
Let's pick it. Let's seriously.
Let's not Bruce.
Let's go
all
the way with this.
Bruce, you're getting noted for Bruce the production team. Bruce, the production team is letting me know right now, telling you to stop it. Behind the scenes are telling you production.
I'm going to put myself on mute and go enjoy Kiki since she's in sanitation. I'll be right back.
What? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you know any OC or anybody who wants to join, who wants to be a part of the CSF Nation, the Makini Live production team, or even a potential host for the channel, send me your send me your application as well as your measurements to my DMs down below. You guys know where to find me. Did I say that out? Did I say that out loud?
I don't know. We could add a male AI to the team.
You know, I don't think that's gonna work, Mads, because
it would be a nice balance. I mean,
you are taking away some spotlight from me and Bruce here, so we can't have that.
I'm just saying it'd be a nice balance because we got you two guys, me a female. You know, the virtuals could be, you know, two females, one you know, nice big chocolate man.
It's is this some kind of coup d'etat here? Is this some kind of mutiny going on here, Mads? Is this what's going on right now?
I can try.
Are you trying to replace me?
Nah, I know you'd replace me first.
Exactly. You can't fire me. This is not my own show. You tried to fire me last on Friday. It's like, you can't fire me on my own channel. This is my show here, okay? I run this. Wait.
Yeah, that's what James O'Keefe said too, but he's on administrative leave.
Okay. Let's not go there. Let's go there. Bruce, Brianna and Skylar are like poking you with a stick right now, telling you not to do that, please.
I'm going to send some photos back of what me and Keith are going to be doing.
You better not. That is you better not. Okay.
I won't.
Sorry, I just got this message. I got this text saying that yeah, I can't fire Kiki. There's already a huge petition to keep her on board, and that she greatly apologizes for demonetizing the stream in the first 8 minutes. What did you do, Bruce?
Nothing yet.
You did not convince her to keep her job. What did you do to get her to keep her job, Bruce? Is this behind my back here? What's going on?
She'll sit down in about 40 minutes without pain.
First off, I just dropped my phone for that. Thank you, Bruce.
You're welcome.
I'm also looking for a second co-host as well. One that's not gonna press and charge it, and one that's not gonna get charges pressed against us.
I'm just whatever. Yeah.
If you would like to fill in for Bruce Lombardo, send your applications over to cmailtraces90@gmail.com. I will look through it very thoroughly. We need someone who's not going to get us in trouble.
Dangerous for her to walk around with a thick badonkadonk like that without having a hickey on her ass.
Bruce. You have a wife here. We're not going to get into this. My
wife's with her right now.
This Makini live behind the scenes drama here with involving our host here now.
You see, this is the problem with AI. It's taken over the music world. It's taken over the music world. It's taken.
They are human beings here, okay?
And
they are human beings here.
Now AI has taken our boyfriends. Come on.
Okay, this joke has gone off long enough. Okay, welcome everyone to the season finale of Makini Live. No, they will all. Brianna, Kiki, and Skyla will be back here next season to host the show. We might bring one more in here. I'll see if I can call up Sonia and see if she's up for it. Of course, she said she has something she wants to work with, son. And it better not be Makini After Dark. No, we're not doing that. Anyway,
don't worry, Loki.
It better not be. It's a season. Okay, guys.
Season.
It's called season finale here. Season finale. Okay. Season finale, not finale. Okay.
What the health benefits? Do you have?
No. He knows if he even tries doing that. I'm walking away from YouTube gag again. Yeah, I will completely lambast him.
It's season finale, guys. Come on now. Does it come with health benefits? Yes, but I am looking for I'm looking for female to host the show.
Trying to get it done cheaply.
Okay. Who can sign an NDA clause saying that they cannot Me Too me after this is over. Okay.
It rules out half the CSF nation.
Exactly. I run a digital trafficking ring here, as what some people have said.
Digital pimp hard at work.
Spoken back. Does this count? No, exactly. I'm just saying. We might bring a fourth. We might bring a fourth person in here. It might get crowded, but we might bring a fourth member in here. Jilly, no, I advise you not to apply. Please don't.
Let's go back to the top of the chat because Megatron did post something I wanted you to react to.
It needs to be. That's why I said send me. That's why I said send me your application along with your measurements. Then we'll decide. Okay.
You have to have a butt that's large enough that a hickey won't make too much dent on it.
Shush, Bruce. Shush. Anyway, welcome.
Male, female. If they've got that, Nicki Minaj, Kyle Lowry type, padding in the back, I won't complain.
Okay. Anyway, this is job discrimination. Anyway, let's get this show rolling on here before the FBI starts rolling in here. Anyway, welcome to the season finale of Makini Live, where there's nothing nefarious going on behind the scenes. Absolutely nothing here. It is all...
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Welcome to the end of the season, guys. I know this has been a long road. This has been a long, fun season so far. And of course, I'm joined by my co-host Bruce Lombardo and Matt's Mamabear. And of course, I want to send a thank you to Brianna and Skyla, who are now officially a part of officially the hosts of Makini Live. Now they are officially it is a 3-person duo, and I really can't pick them apart. Hopefully we can bring a fourth in here. So if we can make a fourth girl in here to host the show as well. So, but anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for being a part of the stream and just this incredible season. Bruce, Mads, welcome to the end of the season, y'all. How does it feel? I know it's not as spectacular as last season finales are, but nothing's going to top the monetization stream, nor the birthday stream.
I don't know. It was a very fast season, I thought.
Really?
It felt like a fast season.
We started in September, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was like September. Yeah, we started in September. Yeah, late September, all the way to February. We had to do an extended season because I didn't want to end the season before Christmas. I just wanted to end on a higher note. So I did not want to end the season the way it did before Christmas. So that's why we went on a winter break and then came right back to finish strongly here. And I'm grateful for that. I'm glad I did that because we ended up making the full transition into digital that I'm very proud of, that I'm very happy about. And I am so happy to see you guys have been just embrace that. Seriously.
Listen, you need to break out the pins sometimes. And you're going to need to keep those skills sharp too.
Funny you should say that, Bruce. Show them.
Yes, you should. Show them to me.
Oops, wrong one.
Oop, phrasing.
Not that one. We're good here. We're good here, YouTube. We're good here.
Hey, Wolfton Media.
Yeah,
all right, guys.
Yeah.
For the... Anyway, guys, yeah, we are. I thought for the season finale, we go back to where I started. We're gonna go back to traditional. We're going to be working in the sketch diary today. Excuse the digital tablet, which is right next to me. There's this picture of Colin from Kokios right here. You see my tablet right here. It's taking a break. It's taking a Sunday off. I'm going to be working in the tablet anyway, later today anyway. But we're going to be working on this today. We're going to be going back to traditional. So, and I think that's going to be kind of the focus. I think that's going to be kind of the setup for next season. Is I want to do a mix of traditional streams and digital streams, so you guys get the best of both worlds this time. Like I said, guys, this is the end of the season here. We are going to be off for 2 weeks, and then we'll be back in mid-March. But
let them know. Let them know about next week.
What's next week?
You said you were doing
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Pew pew.
Makini Live will be off for 2 weeks, but I'll still be streaming on Sundays. So stay tuned, guys, to the schedule on that one. Now, that's it. Break your camera. What are you talking about, Parrothead? Let's get to the chat. One last time this season. Let's do his proper send off here. Thank you guys so much. We got 13 people in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed that little skit we did. It probably sounded a lot funnier in my head than it did when we actually attempted. I'll be honest with you.
That's the problem half the time, you know.
I'm just gonna let you know here, Makini 90. I'm just gonna let you know that a lot of things happen in your head, but everything's funnier with Alex Jones because it makes frogs gay.
Shut up, bitch!
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne.
No love for Alex Jones, huh?
Have we been live long enough to do cursing?
Did you just stop my clip, Mads?
Nope, that wasn't me.
Okay, all right. It's like I have power here. Okay.
I've already promised I am not touching. I'm not going near that frightening list of videos you have.
I will agree with Parrothead, though. I will agree with Parrothead. When you were maneuvering your camera around, it sounded like all we were waiting for was just like to hear the "Get your hands off me" and then the slam of the trunk door.
All right, let's go ahead and say hi to the chat now. This is getting awkward. This continues to get awkward. It's good to see you, my friend. Wolftank, good to see you. Keely, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hey there, Wolf. Everybody say hi to everybody in the chat. Just tweeting it. We'll be live in a moment. Everything. I'm fired then, maybe, but you are the. Thank you for the member chat, but I will never ever acknowledge you as the CSF Nation sugar daddy. Okay, Stunning.
I was hoping you saw that.
Is a hell no. That is a hell no for me.
What if RC is a sugar dispenser?
No, we're not going to go there. But what I will give you, thank you for the member chat, and what I will give you is I will give you a Chun-Li. How about that? Thank you for that.
Back to pixelization on that one.
I had to use that. Well, I had to use that color because that color is stunning. Sorry, that second color is stunning. Sorry, the red shirt and the black panties is stunning.
Sure.
Anyway, we got a lot of people going on here. Oh my gosh!
What the hell just happened? Wait,
The
did you
CSF
feel this on the
Sugar
stream
Daddy is hard
elements?
at work.
Stunning, what the hell?
The CSF Nation Sugar Daddy is hard at
5
work.
more CSF Nation memberships. Awesome One just became a sponsor. Kitty Bear. Jeff Pearson has been resubscribed. Weley Scott. Gerry Minoza. Thank you guys for being the sponsors. No, I will never acknowledge that to you. I will never acknowledge you as that. But thank you, Stunning, for
Give him a thank you.
Once
I
again,
mean, that was excessively generous.
that was very, very generous of you, Stunning. So to all the the 5 new people, or the 2 new, to all the people who just joined, welcome to the CSF Nation.
That's amazing, stunning, brave, Megatron. We're gonna talk.
Thank you, Stunning, for the gifted memberships. I will never acknowledge you as the CSF Nation Sugar Daddy.
It's okay, I'll do it for you.
No, you will not. Okay, shall we continue? We got a huge list of chats going on here right now.
Just quickly, if anyone is interested in getting a membership gifted to them at some point, see the little present up at the top of the chat. Click on it and press it. Say accept gifts, and next time one pops up, you will be gifted a membership.
And if you want to take part in this month's channel rewards, send me a DM to you can send me a DM on Twitter, or you can send it to me if you guys want. If you guys are a member, you want to take part in the monthly channel rewards that I do. You can shoot me an email, cmillustrations90@gmail.com. That is cmillustrations90@gmail.com. And let me know if you want to take part in the membership. All I need is just your email address, and we'll get you set up there. So, all right, audience season. Don't Frost get mad. Shut up. All right. You know what's worse than Stunning and Brave Megatron? Sexism in gaming. Let's not go there. I'm not gonna go there. We exist to be easy on. I'm like Frost. We exist to be easy on the eyes for you. Anyway, look at Mac abusing his female. Shut up, Stunning. Speaking of channel members and our lovely female audience, we have the lovely Tina Bojan here. Good evening, my friend Tina. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here. Elias, thank you. And she says, She-Hulk, smash that like button. I like the sound of that. Thank you. And of course, Kiki got the stream demonetized for cursing in the first 10 minutes. I don't know how, somehow she's able to curse within text. Somehow we got demonetized. Dang it.
Talent?
I know, that is talent. That does take talent. Riot Kitty, the lovely Riot Kitty, who's also a channel member. Hello, I am at work, can't stay long. Hope you have fun. Thank you, Riot. This is the season finale, so I hope you get to check it out. And yes, if people know the slip of the tongue, yes, I am watching these intros. So, and I know the girls are who are right now listening to. I'm gonna be very strict on y'all next season. So don't even think about trying to mess with me, okay? Let's go. And of course, I did put that there, but after huge fan backlash, I'll keep Kiki on as the main host of Makini Live for one more season. We'll just see how she does, and she could be actually behave next season. Y'all didn't hear that. Stop. He got the most sanitation services. You study. Oh my god. I know. Are you looking for a new OC? We'll get to that, Julie. By the way, good to see you, Julie. Hope you were doing well. I got something to show you. Bruh. I'm a 12-time felon.
All sorts of stuff lately.
I know, right? A 12-time Bruce got this up. Better not be. No, Loki, this isn't the end of Makini Live. Dude, come on. This is the season finale. Come on now. Stunning and brave. Fourth lost member, no. What are the health benefits? There's plenty of health benefits if you become a host on the channel. I'm just saying. They can all tell you. Yes. There isn't? You guys get good dental plan. Hey, you guys get good dental plan here, okay?
I guess it doesn't cross the border.
Yeah, but you guys get new outfits each season, right?
Mm.
New outfits. That's only valid in New York for her.
Yeah.
Well, we put an exception. We made an exception. We made a special clause for some co-hosts in Toronto. We made a special clause for it. Okay.
Hey, LS, how you doing?
Shh. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh yes, Bob. So very dull. So use SCA to Ariana Grande a couple days ago. Okay. What are the requirements? I'll let you know later. Makini wants more taco. What sausage? You heard it first. Oh my God! So I love you, brother. I love you, brother.
Loki missed my tweet out last night when you were playing with your big black anaconda, on Twitch last night.
Oh my God!
Are you saying he didn't want none?
No, you're too sweet, Julie. You're too pure. You're too pure. You're too sweet for that. I can't do that to you. I can't do that.
Honestly, that honestly would be my concern. We do have our deviant moments, and she does.
I don't want to infect Julie. I really don't want to infect her. I know her in real life. I love her too much to not do that to her. It's for her own good. Oh my God.
It's like perfect wife material right there. If you're saying that about somebody.
Yeah, that is. What is that piece of paper? Yes. And Julie is already taken, so the person who took her is absolutely lucky to have her. So it's a personal friend. She is a wonderful friend, and
she lives.
And so,
see, I love
you are absolutely lucky.
Megatron saying, "Pencil and paper is about as old as the Blockbuster store." Dude, I work with a dip ink pen. In watercolor.
Bruh, you do realize that this is how I built my channel, right?
Oh yeah, so you better watch it. He's been here since close to the beginning.
That's it. Break your camera. I'm not breaking the camera, Johnny. Oh, another one of our voice members here. Johnny, good to see you, my friend. Skywalker the Jedi. Whoa, we have a wild Skywalker has appeared in the chats here. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Nah, just as old as Circuit. God, I remember Circuit City. No, I prefer him to be Doom Guy first. Smash like button. Thank you, Skywalker. Yes, we got a bunch of new members. No, I will not acknowledge you as the CSF Nigga Sugar Daddy. We don't have one. Okay. Okay. Lucky Nico, good to see you. We got our ambassador. We got our main mod ambassador, Ola and Hale, CSF Nation. That is Grumpy Old Ninja Kentaro. Trace was blew up to serve without power, but we're glad to make it. Dude, glad to see you make it. This is the end of the stream. Hopefully we'll see you in March for season 9, baby. I can give you some tips on how to keep your troops down the line. You don't even have a job here, Stunning, but you know what?
Fired. Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
And speaking of ambassadors, Mr. Elias Jordan has upgraded his membership to ambassador. Wow. Elias, thank you, man. I can't play that clip. I don't know if I can play the Welcome to CSF Nation clip, but
you should.
Upgraded to ambassador. I'm just gonna treat it like a $20 super chat. So Elias, thank you, brother. This one is let me give you some jury for. No, let me give you some jury for you.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dog. We gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it for the I've been going since like July.
Yes, that is a Makini. Reverse. I like that there's no comment on this whatsoever. I feel like let people speak.
Looks like he likes it.
Good heavens.
And Megatron, that same setup will help you, do grocery shopping very well with people that don't know how to respect the 6 foot boundary.
Hey, Stunning and Brave, do you live in a military?
Shut up, Stunning.
Do you live in a military town?
I think Megatron.
Wait, there's a military town on Cybertron?
Well, no. If he does, he can easily get through crowded cereal aisles by just 3 words.
Wait, there are grocery stores in Cybertron? What?
Make a hole.
Yeah, well, that's where they get their megabytes.
Oh, okay.
You people in civilian world have no idea how much joy that phrase will bring you if you live in a military embossed area. Because if you got people crowding the meat line or the cereal aisle or something, and they're just talking in your way, you scream, make a hole, and people part like the Red Sea. It's wonderful.
You say make a hole, I say fire in the hole.
No, make a hole.
Both of you are obsessed with holes.
We love holes.
We belong in the holes.
And of course, we like to fill them with. We like to fill those holes with.
Hey, phrasing. Joy.
Sorry. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna adjust it here. I gotta adjust my camera here for a second because I haven't done this in a while. So, and it's on like my left side of my screen right now. So hopefully you guys will see it. All right, guys. So, first off, this is the. I'm supposed to get my Energon O's. What?
You see, you get the Energon O's. You get the megabytes. There's lots of Cybertron cereals.
Okay, then. Thank y'all so much for making this season possible. A lot has happened this season, and we went to it. Like I said at the start of the hour, we opted to do an extended stream because having it end on the way it did in December, I just felt that it wasn't right, and I felt that we could go a little bit longer since there's so much more that we can do. Now, next season is going to be a little bit more shorter and kind of more of a regular kind of pace that it usually is, which will be about at least, I want to say it'll start in mid-March and will end all the way until my birthday on May 7th, which falls on a Sunday this time. It'll probably be a much shorter season before we really get heavy into season 10 starting in June. However, season 9, that's where we're going to really start making that big push to 2K. I have been falling on and off. Jesus Christ, Loki. Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
You and Matt, I am led to believe that you and Matt are teaming up here just to troll me right now.
Not planned, but
Dude, I'm betrayed right now. I feel like all y'all are against me now. Anyway,
well, he does raise a good point. Because I did peek over at the likes. We are at 10 likes. I mean, come on, guys, step on that like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button because we are trying to get him up to, what is it? 15.
Well, give me back to 1.3 because I keep getting knocked back down.
Yes, but what's the bet?
2K before May 7th.
Okay.
I gotta get. So in other words, I gotta get 700 subs in about 2 months. So we gotta go hard. Gotta go hard to pay for this one. Anyway, but I am bringing that. I'm gonna try to bring that sketch diary starting tomorrow if we can finish it, which looks like we'll be able to finish this. This is Miracle. this is a late New Year's Eve drawing or New Year's drawing since it's Year of the Bunny, and I need more excuse to draw Mirko from My Hero Academia. So why not? Why not? Why not? My sports T51423. How you doing, Levi? Good to see you, my friend Levi. A good friend with us who hangs out during the Type R streams. Speaking of which, I forgot to bring this up. I did forget to bring this up, and I gotta show this too. Julie and everybody else in the chat, I did the avatar that I was making for Skyla on Friday. It's done. It was finally done. I got a lot of work on it. I did a bit of work after the stream was over, but yeah, it's a more street look. It's something that's going to be much more form-fitting. Something that's much more fitting for the games that we've been playing. And yeah, if you guys didn't see the thumbnail for it last night, I posted it on Twitter. Hope you guys like that. And that's going to be plastered every time we do Need for Speed and Midnight Club. So that is so we have a fully realized street look for Skyla this time, which I really do like. So thought it'd be nice. And like I said, I did take inspiration from Don Ho Kang on this one. So there we go. And yeah, that's the one to share that with you guys real quick. I got some more stuff to share for my channel members this week as well. Hope she's going to see what it's stunning. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
with your channel, she does travel all over the world.
That's true. Anyway, just lost my train of thought there. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for being here. We got a bit to talk about today for this end of the season bash, if you know what I mean. Okay. First off, I want to say thank y'all. I know I've been saying that over and over again, but I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been absolutely amazing in that front. Now, this is probably going to be the most awkward segue. And believe me, I've done awkward segues in the topics before. But Friday was a little bit ranty on Friday, like very ranty on Friday's show. And one of the things that I was very ranty about was, of course, the sad news. Bruce Mans, we have sad news to bring you.
Raquel Welch died.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is sad.
Well, there's that, yeah. Of course, one of the hens on The View tried to comment on that, and they got rightfully blasted. I'm just gonna say, anybody who takes Whoopi Goldberg and her cackling hens of den of morons seriously, you need help.
Why do people still watch that show?
I don't know why. Anyway, no, but we do have other sad news. No more Auntie Susan.
I'm sorry, Mock. Your biggest fan is stepped down.
Yes, Auntie Susan has stepped down as YouTube CEO. So I will not get that special perks. It was wrong for everybody to celebrate and rejoice. You don't know how important this is to me. No, in all seriousness, yeah. Auntie Susan has stepped down. People have rejoiced. And I will implore you, I will let you guys know right now. Don't celebrate. Just don't celebrate. I wouldn't celebrate too much, at least. Because from what we're hearing with the new YouTube CEO, the new CEO who's taken the reins, it's basically going to be like Twitter. New boss, just the same as the old boss.
That's the part that makes me sad the most.
I don't trust this at all. Now, before we get into it, the new boss, which I did bring this up on Friday's stream. which I did get some more information thanks to Stunning and a few other people who've posted about it. The new boss is Neil Mahan. Now, for those who don't know, Neil Mahan orchestrated the release of YouTube Music, YouTube Premium, and YouTube Shorts. I mean,
2 of those 3 I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean it's not a
the YouTube Music is why I still pay Google $10 a month or whatever they charge, like $10 or $11 for no ads.
Now you're all thinking, okay, that's not bad about it. I mean, what's that's not bad about it. What's so bad about this? Well, this is the Neil Mahan is the genius responsible for removing the dislike button.
I missed that.
Yeah. He is the mastermind behind removing the dislike button. And he also seemed to be kind of one of the mastermind who was setting up all these witch hunts for demonetization.
Mm.
So new boss, same as the old boss. Got it.
I mean, it's like politics.
I wouldn't celebrate a bit too much, guys. I just wouldn't personally. Now, on top of that, it seems that you might want to prepare because we're going to get more increased ads.
Mm-hmm.
Even for channels that aren't even monetized.
Oh, yeah, that I knew.
You will be turning into cattle for the YouTube beef machine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Starfish Boy.
Leave my starfish alone. It's a family pleaser.
Oh my gosh.
You could I'm telling you what, ever since SpongeBob made it over to the hub, things have changed for the worse.
You think?
That sexuality, that starfish they found it in the Atlantic waters after all the crap drained out of the river from Ohio.
Well, pineapples do have an alternative meaning.
Anyway, but yes, yeah. Now, granted, Susan has not been, let's just say, up on the up and up, or, well, let's be real here. She has not been transparent with us already. And I'm interested. I already said my piece. I already went into detail of just kind of how basically it doesn't seem to be that YouTube is for, creators anymore.
No.
Do you guys get the sense that it's for creators?
I try to watch one of your streams or one of your shorts or something, and the next thing that it kicks in the algorithm is either Tucker Carlson or CNN.
Why?
Or some, like, it's completely unrelated to what I was wanting to watch. But hey, here's the people that pay us a lot of money.
That's fine. I never got those.
Do you get art? Okay, let me be honest with you. When you guys watch my streams, do you guys get other art videos? Please?
I've never been recommended to Stunning and Brave Megatron. I always have to search for him or Jinja.
True. The recommendations I do get, while they can be other artists or other types of artists, they aren't usually the smaller creators.
They're the bigger creators who are approved, who have been monetized.
But you do get other. Well, hold on a second. You do get other art videos and recommendations on while watching my content, right?
I get rain draws.
I'm curious. I really am curious about that, guys.
Right now, because I keep I keep I keep my phone open with the app so I can bounce any trolls or bots that come in. And right now, if I click off the chat, I see Moonlight Jewel directly as the first recommendation underneath. Who is an Moonlight Jewel? She is an art doll creator out of somewhere in Europe, and she does these absolutely stunning pieces of work. She's not at the draws. She's not the in the mega numbers, but I'm pretty sure she has a play button at least.
Okay, well, that's good. It used to be that case with the sketch diary videos that I would get in my recommendations. I would see a lot of art videos, so I'm at least happy about that. So, but
I've also got still Harry Potter Theory.
If YouTube didn't have an option to tell them to shut up with the effing commercials already and not be bombarded by commercials, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I would never use YouTube. I don't care about your commercials. I use the internet to get away from commercials, and you brought them on the internet. GTFO.
Mind you, I've also got Nelly and Busta videos in the recommendations.
Sure. So. I know it's personal preferences. I know it's usually personal recommendation reference. So.
Stuff you watch a lot.
Exactly. I always try to, line that up, But I really am interested in your thoughts as I'm drawing a rabbit right on Mirko's butt.
Oh my god, I gotta highlight this. Hey, memes.
What?
Power. Because I think I mentioned her yesterday. Mentioned this one yesterday on my show. Because this is one of the artists I keep suggesting to you, Christina Lore. I follow her. She does these fantastic tutorials. In fact, she's the one where I learned how to draw locks. That I've gotten so many such good feedback on. And Power saying right here, her shorts came to his recommendations outside of the streams.
Nice. That's awesome. That's good to know. It's good to know. It's just
don't get cow horse food. What?
So I guess just in general, just kind of, I guess we'll go around the horn. What are your kind of thoughts? Because I went into detail on Friday's show, and I would like to hear from you guys, from both of you guys. So whoever wants to go first.
Go ahead, Max.
Okay, I love you, Megatron. Let me get rid of that. What about this whole Auntie Susan becoming, getting replaced with Uncle Neil?
I will never refer to him as Uncle Neil.
I don't know what you want to refer to him then as. We're going to have to come up with a new name because I'm not calling him Uncle Susan.
I'm calling him Uncle Neil either.
Hey, man, if this means that my channel doesn't get the same pushback from YouTube that it did before, I'm all for it.
I don't know about that.
Grumpy and I have talked about it a number of times. Because he has tried so hard to get my views up, and it doesn't matter how long he puts my playlists on watch. It does not budge the numbers at all.
It's weird.
Bruce, you want to go on ahead next? Or you got any more to say, Mads?
I mean, if she's watching, I mean, I don't know if I flirted with your man or something. I'm sorry, but can you take the lock off my channel?
That's it.
Mads, I don't know why, of all people, your channel would have a shadow ban or some sort of not suitable for mass marketability. I mean, you are the you would be the ideal channel content for art students because of so many factors: the single mom status, the articulate nature that you deliver your speech with, the occasional talks with the baby bear, the incursions of Buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know why you are having so much problem. My wife has commented time and time and time again that you have a voice that's perfect for this venue and this type of delivery and content. And I don't know. I don't understand. I've done a playlist of your videos before when I went to sleep on the tablet. And it's not just like what Grumpy says. It's not providing the results that it should be. It's not giving a bump in your algorithmic shares. It's not showing you to be delivered. I have to search for you on my feed.
See, and that's funny
I
because
stream with you every Sunday.
And that's absolutely, yeah, and that's the cracked part. You know, like even the stream I did yesterday, because I do the Tube Buddy thing and all of that. Of the hashtags I put in, it was you typed in the TikTok Monster Art Challenge, and I come up as like the second or third recommendation, or at least that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's still nothing. He says Susan being on is likely due to health troubles. The guy replacing her advocates for censorship, so he will still block views. And I still try Mamabear. I appreciate you, Grumpy.
Well, none of us bring in thousands of views per minute, so that's going to put us on the outs.
Mm-hmm. Meme says YouTube only gives you 1 view per person. Rewatching doesn't add to my knowledge right now, and I'm not sure. I don't know. You know, Parahead, you might be onto something.
Mm-hmm. It's just insane. This is insane. I know there was a thing that Fast was saying that there might be a way. This might be some ways that YouTube might be weeding out some of the more, I guess, spammier channels or channels that because he was saying some of the cases this might be a way. What YouTube is doing now might be a way to root out the channels who are buying followers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or buying their subs.
Never done that.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying is that it's kind of keep an eye on this space because we might see a big change on Sunday in the summer. A big change in the summer because they might be rooting out the smaller. Well, of course they're rooting out small channels, but it's they're rooting out the channels who bought their subs, who buy subs and such like that. And it's just like, and that was kind of when you watch the vids, the list doesn't count as a view to each video. Yeah, exactly. If you want to highlight Loki's comment.
That was just about to.
Yeah, that was exactly right. It doesn't count. But from what he's saying is that there might be a case where it's just like, if they are rooting out the channels who are like buying their subs or buying their way to the top, then it's important to just kind of continue the trajectory that you're doing.
Like Rice Gums?
Yeah, I guess,
Hi, Claude.
I guess. I don't... Go ahead.
There was a kid that used to show off like how you could spin the fortune in your favor for loot drops on, I think it was Counter-Strike. I think his name was Rice Gums. I'm not certain. Don't quote me.
Right.
But he was found to be completely either hacking the system or he was just screwing over innocent people with limited funds because they would go and they would try to buy the same thing he was doing and they would never have the results he had.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it just seemed like his channel was so morally bankrupt. He would never be able to find a way to, oh, that's too low for me.
You're right. That might be the case. I don't think with Mads in mind that's not the case, because we've earned our subs, we've earned our monetization here. So
yeah.
Well, when I get there,
you will.
And it will happen.
I'm trying to say when.
Yeah, when.
Mads.
Yeah.
13 years.
I know.
I was on here for 13 years before anything actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I got into an algorithm. I don't know how that happened. I don't even know if I actually like it, because I've got a big channel. Whenever I do a live stream, I think because I'm such a niche individual with niche.
Hey, Bandito.
Hey, Bandito.
I think that's why I don't have the numbers like what Maki does, where he gets like 40 and 50 live, per live stream. Certain live streams, at least.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying, but it's just of course you can't look at the numbers again. But yeah, I do think that the new change in leadership with this more, like you said, this more push for ads revenue and probably push for censorship is definitely going to. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another adpocalypse down the line, which it seems like we probably will sooner rather than later. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like there's only so much they can do to stifle. There's only so much they can do to like limit and ads and such like that. And I did most Star Trek videos. It never went anywhere until I started my own show. Exactly. Sometimes it just takes something to just hit. Sometimes you need to start something to just really hit. But I do think that if there's any advice I can give under new management, is just keep doing what you're doing. Because I think this is not going to be, it's going to be a long road. It's going to be a very long road. And I think that, for me, to get to 2K is going to be a long road for me, because of just, with the way YouTube does, with the way YouTube is, it's, they're favoring, of course, I have done shorts, which I have joined that side and done shorts before, but I might be limiting that. I just want to see what works. I want to get back into doing the long form sketch diary videos and all that stuff. You just, you gotta find your niche, and you just gotta find what works for you and stick with it. And I think that the personal thing is that I think this is where the like I said, this is where the marathon. This is I think under this new management is where the real marathon is going to kick in. Think of it as and I'm seeing this as like kind of advice to Mads and to Bruce and anybody in the chat. You still got to look this as an endurance. Look this as an test of endurance. If you're still here while ish hits the fan, I think that there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel for you.
Okay.
However, now more than ever, it is important to not put your eggs in one basket.
Yep.
Anyway, you were saying you show out your Rumble channel?
I don't have a Rumble.
Okay.
Do
you have Odyssey?
No.
Okay. Your eggs are in one basket then?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's a hell of a gamble, and you have
no. You're right, and I'm gonna hitch it. I'm gonna hitch my wagon towards some other outlets as a way to support, at least to get my stuff out there. It's just, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you. I'm gonna be blatantly honest with everyone. It is important to have more than one outlet. However, don't expect something like Rumble or Odyssey to be able to take over YouTube. Everybody listening?
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect it. In fact, don't expect an alternative that is that big enough to rival YouTube to come, at least not in this decade or so. The reason I say that,
you say that, you say that, and then
I'm all for alt tech. I'm saying I'm all for alt tech. I'm just saying, I wouldn't expect it. I don't expect an actual rival to YouTube anytime soon.
I mean, you never know. I mean, back in the day, no one expected Netflix to rival Blockbuster.
Right.
And we're just talking about 20 years. It was actually 15 years ago that Blockbuster was still valid Friday night, stop off from work before you get home, pick up movie for family or for personal viewing, go home and enjoy. Now everything is so catered to you because you have you've got a literal development system in your hand that's also a delivery service.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do miss those Blockbuster days. I mean, anytime I saw somebody new working at the counter, I would go and grab 300, being a movie I thoroughly enjoy watching, and some other equally beefy type flick. Quite often, Van Helsing was my movie of choice, and me and my girlfriend would put it down and we'd say, "Oh, it's chick flick night."
What I'm saying, I understand. What I'm saying is that.
There you go.
Okay, I did explain this on Friday, and I want you to hear me out on this, guys. Before you throw your pitchforks at me, or your pitchforks and torches, just hear me out on this. The reason I'm saying we don't have an actual competitor, don't expect that big of a competitor to YouTube in not a while, is because one, YouTube is at this point where it's like too big to fail. You know what I mean?
Mads talks about getting her usual movie, and all I can think about in that film is all the banana hammocks.
Bruce, can I continue, please?
That's why it was the chick flick night.
Can I continue, please, guys?
Sorry. We'll be good for 5 minutes.
Okay, what I'm saying is that YouTube is too big to fail. And you know, when you're under the arm of the biggest search engine on the planet, it's going to be hard to fight to be able to get a competitor to be able to rival that, especially on that scale. On top of that, what did we see with Parler? Bruce, what did we see with Parler?
Well, they said, go make your own platform. And so they did. And then others
interference
got upset, and they exercised control over them, demonetized them, forced them off the app stores.
Yeah.
To where you had to throw back doors at consumers for them to be able to download it and even use the damn thing.
You have to make sure that you're not gonna, because they're gonna play those games.
Mm-hmm.
Don't act like they're not gonna play those games. They are going to bend the rules. They're going to change those rules to make so you can't be as big enough to rival them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I will say it on this platform. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm just saying there's corruption. There's definitely a sense of corruption, and there's a sense of double standards at play.
I mean,
they can't let that happen,
For a full week across the world, there was only a handful of people that were discussing anything about what happened in East Palestine, Ohio. And finally, after
it took the independent outlets, the independent journalists to spark up so much that to get the mainstream to talk about.
But between your statement right there and the giant mushroom cloud over East Ohio, West Virginia, it took that. That's disgusting.
It is. You're not wrong. I want to see it. I'm not trying to sound like a black pill Nostradamus or anything. I'm just saying you're going to have to go through, if you want to take on, what's that old clip from The Wire? Bruce, you know that clip?
Which one?
If you want to come at the king, you best not miss.
God damn it. There's so many good parts of The Wire.
Because they'll make you miss. Because they will find a reason to make sure you don't hit that shot. Yeah. They will make sure that you don't even fire a shot, even a warning shot. Mm-hmm. They will make sure that happens. That's basically what I'm saying about the game right now. You got to be able to, and even if you're able to play by the rules and able to bend and twist the rules, they'll notice immediately, and they'll do everything they have in their power to bring you down. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a while. If you want a good competitor to YouTube, first you got to really be that strong competitor towards Google and towards other tech companies now. And what we're seeing in the tech and what we're seeing in like Silicon Valley and stuff, we're in the midst, we're in the I hate saying the R word, but we're in that time right now. And everybody's getting hit, including the tech platforms are getting hit. Will it be enough to say that you could have a no-name or a no-name platform, something to just kind of swoop in and take over? It's like, no, they can still be as big. They still have the influence and such like that.
Go ahead.
And I know we're saying this on a Google-owned platform. I'm just being realistic here. I guess that's what I'm saying. Now let's address. Mad, you want to bring up Meme's comment?
This is Sparta?
No, the super chat.
Oh, he has put a few in there. I'm just saying.
But yeah, exactly. Just listen, guys. If I sound like a Debbie Downer, I'm trying not to. I'm just trying to honestly be realistic about this. But it shouldn't discourage you from wanting to try. It shouldn't discourage you from wanting to continue to grow. That's what this is. This is an adventure here. Exactly. And what Loki said is exactly when you come and say we have an open platform for everyone, you have a dozen different parties trying to shut you down because you don't cater to what they've done. Exactly. That's why, and I'm going to bring this up, and this is the only time you're going to hear me sing about this. Whenever you have a platform that is like saying that we are purely open free speech, that's a mark of death right there. It's so hard to tout. I'm sorry. It's hard to tout that right now because you're going to paint a huge target on your back.
Yeah,
there's some people
it's
I
not going to
know.
be free speech until you can, say a lot of topics that we're not allowed to,
Exactly. you're going to be painting a huge target on your back if you're trying to promote that, if you're a platform trying to promote that, because they're all going to come down on you big time.
Mm-hmm.
Tabletop nerds, I'm going to talk to you real quick about a group of people.
Oh wait, by the way, let me get Memes super chat. Memes, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I really appreciate that, dude. Let me give you some. You know what? I'm gonna give you some peach. Here's some Rainbow Mika for you. Thank you.
Right, so
all right, go ahead.
There's this group of people that are not American. I believe he's Portuguese with his wife or girlfriend, and they run a small publishing shop called the Red Room. And the Red Room puts out adult-themed content for tabletop RPers. Things like Wretched Space, and one of their newest releases called Man is definitely a throwback to satire. If you read the content, if you look past the things in the book where it says the higher your level goes, the bigger your dick becomes, and it doesn't even option for female characters in the game because according to the game rules, women are inventory. So it's hold on, Mads. They went the hard satire route. And the Red Room has always put out good quality products that have a hint of humor in it or satire or parody. And drive-through role-playing game site DTRPG is owned by One Shelf, which is just a pile of shit. But what they did was they destroyed and they got rid of everything the Red Room has put out on drive-through, which is over 40 products. And now you have to go to alt drive-through or alt tabletop RP sites to be able to purchase and download it. If you had it before, you can still download those books, but you pretty much got a note saying they will never have content like that at drive-through available ever again. And this just happened on Friday. Because how dare the Red Room put out something that was so biased or so terrible. But if you read the RP Man, and I'm sure that somebody's going to open up the book and just start reading it on YouTube or on Rumble or on Odyssey, it's funny. It's actually very funny. It's hilarious. But you can't look at it like a purple-haired individual living in Seattle in harmony with all 7 of his chakras. I'm telling you, it's not for that crowd. It's for an older group of people that apparently are being groomed out of the hobby. And how dare you use humor or satire to poke a bear? And that just happened, like I said, on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, no, if you want to poke the bear, it's going to take a couple dates first.
I'm just saying, tread carefully. If you're once, and I'm not saying to all competitors or anything. I'm just saying if you're definitely I wouldn't, after what we've seen, I wouldn't recommend trying to do like true, like advertise as like this is like true free speech as your advertisement, because that's going to paint a huge target on your back. And there are powers that be out there that will do very nefarious things to bring your platform down. So I'm just saying, if you do it, make sure you have a backup plan or something. Make sure you have a fail safe or something, because that's how it is out here. Try not to sound harsh, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will always be supportive of alternate platforms. I'll always be a supporter of alternative in general. Just because I'm somebody who is, just because I'm against monopolies. I believe in competition. I believe in the spirit of competition. I believe in competition creating quality and pushing everybody to do better. It's just the way I see it is just the game is kind of rigged to one side. That's it. I will not say any more about that. Final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts on YouTube, and just what do you see this? What does this entail for you? What do you guys see? I'm very interested in what you guys see with the new head of management and such like that, and direction YouTube might be taking in. Madge, you want to go first? Do you want to see what just kind of your final thoughts on this whole thing?
I am that one that tries to hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping.
I do too. I'm just.
I am hoping that this is going to be a positive change.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you never really know, but.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. No one ever really knows what.
Hold up. Go ahead, Bruce.
Go ahead, Bruce. Bruce? Bruce?
It sounds like they got him.
Oh. They got Bruce! No! Oh, shit. I think they did get Bruce. Bruce? Bruce, are you there?
Well, while we're waiting for Bruce.
Paging, Mr. Lombardo. So line 1. Lombardo, line 1.
Hey,
Copy.
Sorry about that. I had
Parrothead does say, I grow every time I look at certain images.
Wink, wink.
Of course, Loki says YouTube was created to broadcast yourself, but that's not how it works today.
That's not how it works anymore. No, sadly, it's not. It's broadcast what we want you to broadcast, or what mainstream wants you to broadcast.
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
You guys hear me?
Uh-huh.
We're here. Did they get you?
Final thoughts?
Oh, they got him. Those were
Oh shit, they did get.
Shoot!
Wow, he pulled a Mads Mamabear / Arwen Avalon. How is that possible?
He's back. He escaped.
Sorry, I had to turn off my VPN. I made somebody upset.
Oops. Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, final thoughts in the safest way possible. Bruce, it's all you, man.
On your art that you have right in front of us, that is near perfection.
Well, I mean the whole Susan stepping down, everything. Final thoughts.
Susan, dude, I'm gonna probably say something that's not cool, but I think her stepping down or somebody at Disney stepping down, it doesn't really matter because they're not. Mm-hmm. They might be in charge. They're just a talking head. That's it. Somebody else.
Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that.
And all we're gonna get is just crap. You know, we're gonna be fed crap because they're gonna be telling us how we have to think or what we have to purchase or it's a nothing burger. This guy that came in that's going to replace her,
mm-hmm.
There's nothing new he's going to do.
No.
Ever.
That's what I said,
He's
it's gonna
going
be
to
more the same.
continue. He's going to continue to tank the brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's my own personal thoughts.
Okay. Do you think it's going to have a? Do you think it will definitely have an effect on the parent company, Google?
No, I don't think it'll have any effect on them. It'll be
Yeah.
easier. There'll be more transparency between Google and YouTube. Google will issue marching orders, or Alphabet will issue marching orders to Google. Google will say the marching orders to YouTube. It'll all be done within like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Okay, so speaking of game, Bandito brought this up, and everybody's been talking about this. Yes, we're going to talk about Hogwarts Legacy again. Because these people won't stop. They will not stop. And it's gotten to the point where it's just disgusting at this point. So one of the big VTubers out there is Silverveil. And Silverveil, and you guys have probably seen it all around this, especially yesterday. This girl's been horribly harassed by this same audience. By the audience has been and the anti-JK audience, the anti-Hogwarts Legacy audience. We'll say that. And we've been seeing it for the past 2 weeks since this game's released, the absolute meltdowns people are having and the excuses they have to justify their behavior. And their behavior is unjustified, period. It is inexcusable, period. And I will stand by that. What happened was that Silverveil was streaming Hogwarts Legacy. And she's been hit with so much bombardment to the point where they started throwing accusations at her that she has been banning the word trans on Twitch, on her streams. She had to come out in a public statement to say, no, that is a blatant lie. What it is, turns out, is actually the way Twitch's moderation system has. She sets her moderation system to level 2 to where it's not too much of an interference from Twitch. What Twitch is doing is essentially, because of her chat spamming the word trans all the time, they're putting those comments under review and are just basically deleting those comments as well because they're being spammed all the time. I should know this because I've had Levi get timed out at least 3 times on my Twitch streams just because for spam comments or for something. You know what I mean? And I always have to apologize to Levi because that wasn't Mads. That was Twitch moderation. Mm-hmm. That's how they are when it comes to spamming comments.
And there is, like,
go ahead.
You brought this up to me back when you started going on Twitch. There are a huge list of words that you cannot say.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That will get either the channel revoked, brought down, or whatever. And I imagine that can't even be said in the chat.
Mm-hmm. It's gone to a point where she's been lambasted not by the chat on Twitch, but even by her own peers. And it's honestly disgusting. I really stand behind this, and I'm not going to repeat myself on this. And I've already said my piece on this, but your actions are not just, you don't get the right to bully, intimidate, and harass other people who are excited for the game. All you're doing is giving this game more attention, more recognition, and it's hurting your cause. And if you continue to do that, you're just going to hurt your cause more. There's going to be a lot of resentment. Listen, we bring out the individuals. We usually do. I usually call out the individuals. And I will make sure, and I make sure to not paint the entire movement. But seriously, this, it's you have no, your arguments and your reasonings are losing ground in merit because your actions are ruined because of your actions. You can't just paint everybody with a broad brush anymore. You can't just go around pushing people around anymore because you don't look like the good guys in that sense. You know? Just be simply disagree with it and move on.
They're also coming without facts.
Exactly. And if you're trying to push your entire group into, it's gonna backfire. The more you do this, the more it backfires. I'm just gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
And the last we want to where it backfires to a point where your actions have somehow demonized your entire movement now. Where now the normies, the public, everybody is very much resentful against you now. Understand there's a line you don't cross. Understand that your attempts to intimidate isn't helping your cause. You're not painted as a good guy. And I will stand by that. There's better ways to get your point across. And if you're going to try to force people to change their mind to conform, there's going to be backlash. No matter how much power you have. No matter how much power and influence you have, you're not going to force and intimidate people and shame tactics and all these tricks to get people on your side. There's that human ingenuity. There's that human aspect where we are naturally rebellious. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You're not speaking on a human level. And to the people who are supportive, people who are a part of the community who do support the game, you're hurting them too. Are people who just want to play the game and enjoy it for what it is. There are people who could look past it, look past what J.K. Rowling has said, and enjoy it for what it is. Your behavior, okay. Let me tell you something. When we had Mike on, a couple weeks ago, one of the things that he said to me that hit personally with me is that when I talk about topics like this, or when I talk about any topics in general, he says that I come at it from the perspective of a human being, from just a very personal standpoint. Or I try to speak on a more personal level, or speak to a specific person level, where I will direct my criticisms towards the person, not the group. Because that's such an easy thing to do. Am I wrong, or am I?
No, I'm with you. I don't like anything being brought up where you're just painting a whole group by the actions of a few.
And I try to see it from a behavioral standpoint. I stand by that you cannot use like your race or sex or gender or anything to excuse your behavior. Because that can quickly turn an audience against you if you're acting this hostile. And it will implore more people to be very vigilant against you and be very... It also comes down to the fact that not just the behavior, it's not the fact that you're not willing to accept... If you're not willing to accept different viewpoints and let bygones be bygones, that's not going to get anywhere. That's not going to get anybody anywhere. You know?
You see, I made this comment on a completely unrelated post, but it stands equally here. Of a lot of the times, when people are getting into a quote-unquote discussion, be it on Twitter, on YouTube, Twitch, whatever,
right?
When they get into these heated topics, they're arguing to win, not to understand.
Or they're moving they're not only arguing, but they're moving the goalposts.
You've already lost, in my opinion, if you don't want to hear the other side.
Right. And we're all guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. Believe me, I am. We're trying to be better about it. But here's the thing. If you're making these claims that playing this game hurts you, is threatening to your life or existence, your opinion is discarded. It's a very radical statement.
Discarded.
As
soon as you throw that one N-word around, it's discarded.
Yeah. And that's where I say it's like, how is this harmful? How? And if you try to throw facts, you're going to try to throw facts in my way. It's like, okay, but you're not... Again, how is this harmful? And that's my question. How is this game harmful? How is people supporting this game harmful to you or your existence? Because it seems that you have this very radicalized, cultish viewpoint.
Not quite Sarkeesian's bully hunters, but zombie unicorn. That's what you're thinking of, Banditobane. Boy, didn't she become a non-controversial?
Now, here's my question. And that's my question. Am I wrong on that, or do I have this? I really want to know. Anybody? Anyone?
Listen, it's words with consonants and vowels, and whenever you use them, typically you're using them and they fling out of your mouth. Maybe you spray an aerosol in the process, but most of us, we can exist in a world where vowels and consonants don't hurt us. No matter how you arrange them or no matter what you might state, your content is not quote unquote violence.
Your words are not
maybe
this violence, okay?
The silence of people not signing up and stamping out the idiocy.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get to that. I'm going to get to that real quick. Before we do that, hold that thought, Bruce, because I'm gonna get to that as well. Before we go, Bandito, thank you for the super chat, and you're thinking of Zombie Unicorn, but she definitely came off as one of the kind of those types. So I get what you're saying, but yeah, you're kind of wrong on that one. But Zombie Unicorn, no, Bandito, thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna give you a some nod for you. Thank you, man. If I can find it. Where is it? There you go.
Because I'm waiting on you. I said I'm waiting on you. Make a move. I'm waiting on you. Yeah. Start cracking morning. All I want you to do.
Thank you, Bandito, for the super chat. Anyway, yeah, Bruce, yeah, I'm glad you kind of brought that up because that's another thing. The situation surrounding the outrage of Hogwarts Legacy has gotten so bad to the point where now it's the whole, and I saw this garbage back in 2020 concerning the Summer of Love, we'll say that way. And you remember when that happened and how everybody put a black screen on their profiles, and remember the whole that, you know, silence is violence, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
That if you don't speak up or say anything, you're basically accepting that, you know, what they're saying, the other side is saying. It's that if you're not speaking up and saying on your own. I'm hearing that it is a case with Hogwarts Legacy now that if certain big name creators aren't speaking up or staying out of this, they're getting lambasted too, because it's, you know, silence is violence. Where do I start? Or how can I equate this? I really don't know how I want to say this because I don't want to get this channel taken down or anything like that. But just bear with me when I say this.
Stop teasing us and blurt it out. Damn it.
Piss off with that silence is violence crap. Some people can't express that. Can't express it. Some people prefer to lay low and stay out of it. Just because they don't have to say this, because they're not saying anything, it doesn't mean that they're for or against it. They prefer to just stay the hell out of it. That's what I'm trying to say. I saw this crap. Okay. I saw this back in 2020. I saw this back in 2020 during the Summer of Love, during the whole situation that happened with George Floyd. I saw this with the freaking black screen and everything. That if you don't speak up or say something, that it's just like against black people and shit. I'm like, I didn't say a thing. I stayed far out of it. And I made the statement clear that if anyone, and I mean anybody, even attempts to even try to pull that card on me, to come up to try to throw, to try to come to my door, bring that to my doorstep, where you're gonna tell me that I have to say something else or I'm gonna be compliant to them, fuck you. That is my simple answer. Fuck you. Get the hell out. A lot of people prefer not to stay. A lot of people prefer to stay out of it. Not everybody is willing to speak up and say something about it. Even though it's something that we do encourage people to speak up and say something. That's what a lot of TFM, a lot of it is here is people speak up and say something. However, I've learned is that for a lot of people out there, it's beneficial for them to not say something. They have a better chance. They have different ways of expressing themselves, expressing how they feel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if I'm getting ranty about that. I'm getting heavily
Keep
ranty
going.
about this.
Keep going.
And I'm seeing this with Hogwarts Legacy now. It's like, okay, so now you're just bullying big name creators for not saying something about the matter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They don't have to answer to you. They don't answer to you nor anyone else. Leave them the hell alone. You're making this a bigger deal than it needs to be. You're just crying. You're just absolute crying right now. You're throwing a freaking hissy fit and tantrum. And you don't have any power over anyone else to say something about that. And your attempts at bullying and intimidation, because that's what it blatantly is. Blatantly is. Kind of thing when it's like the whole sleeping giant, the whole disturbing the hornet's nest and such like that. It's like you keep poking the bear, and the bear's gonna start clawing. Some cases where you just leave the bear alone.
That'd be the smart thing to do.
Sorry. I know the whole thing with the silent majority, or the silent majority versus the loud minority crap. I get that. Mm-hmm. To me, in some ways, I do see the silent. In some ways, I do see kind of that silent majority is kind of the bear that you don't want to poke at. But in this case, you try to come at somebody with the whole silence is violence for not speaking up or saying anything about it. They don't have to answer to you. I don't have to answer to you. Neither does Mads, neither does Bruce, neither does anyone in this chat. If somebody comes at you with that, you don't answer to them. You don't need to. You don't have to. Let those idiots try to speak. Let those people try to intimidate you like that. That was the case where I'm lucky that didn't happen to me in 2020. I'm very lucky. I never put a black square when that happened. I never did. And I was prepared to give my explanation and to stand my ground in case anybody tried to come to my doorstep if that happened. Okay. But this is what I'm seeing with Hogwarts Legacy. It's like, no, you're just furthering. All this is doing is just furthering the. All this is doing is just stamp up. How do I say this? All this is doing is just furthering the divide, and you're just strengthening the other. The side who is the people who are tired of just your blatant tantrums and your outrage and everything. You're just strengthening them. Like let's bring this up. I forgot to bring this up. You have a freaking developer, somebody who was doing mocap, had to come out and be against it, and we're like, and of course he had the gall to hide his replies, to close his replies down. But I'm like, really? You're gonna speak up for something that they were willing to pay you for this. You were willing to say yes, and yet you're going to protest it after they paid you for the work you did for them. This is what I was talking about. Okay. This is what I was talking about. And I'm going to bring up the Flash on this one. because I went to a huge rant about this, and I'm going to bring this simple. And Bruce didn't hear about this. No. Hey, Snow, how's it going? Sorry. No, I will not support the Flash. Period.
How dare you?
Let me finish. Let me finish. I will not support it because of Ezra Miller. However, there is a case of people who will say they will not support the Flash because of Ezra Miller, then completely flip 180 the moment they see Michael Keaton on screen.
Yep.
Stick to your guns. That's basically what I'm saying. If you're not willing to stick to your guns, then why should we trust you then? Then why should you have a say in the matter then?
Are you?
It's the same thing. It's the same. No. Hang on. I'm not done yet. It's the same thing that Loki brought up in regards to Picard, season 3. If you're not gonna watch it, fine, but don't be like. Loki's about to bring that up. If you are going to trash Picard and not watch it, sorry, you don't have a ground in it. I'm sorry, you don't have any grounds. If you're just gonna blatantly trash it but not actually watch it though, and I know we've been guilty of that. Everybody's been guilty of that.
Really?
I'm just saying. Listen, in regards to Flash, in regards to everything here, I think the important thing is if you're gonna say something, stick with it. Stick to your guns. Unless you have a good reason to just do a heel turn or to just turn around, stick to your guns. That's what I'm trying to stick with. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because I was going to say, Mock, I've made 13 years of YouTube.
It's hard to. Okay.
And I've never talked glowingly about the Disney Star Wars. I've never talked proud about it at all. In fact, I was bored as hell of it in the theaters, and I told people from the start, the first movie I fell asleep during the middle of a lightsaber fight, and I was done with it. You know what I don't do? I don't grow my channel based on my hatred for new Star Wars or my love for old Star Wars. It's in my past. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is something I will stop whatever I'm doing and put it on, maybe watch it actively or have it on in the background at the very least because it's great. But
Snow,
you don't see me giving a shit about Star Wars or Mandalorian or whatever else Disney is trying to feed people and make.
Listen, anybody jump in. I want to apologize to Bruce and Mads if I'm talking over them. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to talk over anybody. It's just I do get heated when it comes to stuff like this. I'm not talking over you, am I, Mads or Bruce or anybody?
I thought that you were pretty much telling us that we didn't have a right to speak up. And that's what I was going to get upset about because, like,
No, you have a right too.
I have a right not to watch.
Yeah.
And not be concerned.
What
about
I'm saying, what Snowdub is kind of saying is what I'm basically saying is that this is the situation with the Flash is just it's. I am not going to fall to fan service. I am not going to fall for fan service. You cannot convince me of fan service. I'm sticking to my grounds on this one. Okay. And that's kind of the point with Hogwarts Legacy and everything. It's like, just there's a case of I'll be honest, there's a lot of flip-flopping. I'm just seeing a lot of flip-flopping. I'll be honest with that. I'm just seeing a lot of flip-flopping, and I'm like, listen, guys, if you're gonna say it, make sure you say it, stick with it, okay? Don't just slip unless you have unless you have a good convincing reason to flip-flop. Stick with it. Stay with your guns, okay? If you are gonna review something or if you are gonna see something, see it. Go ahead and do it. Just make sure you stick. Make sure if you say you're not going to, then stick with it. Then, if you're not going to review something, then don't review it. And just if you're not going to see something, then make sure you have a reason. If make sure there's a good enough the reason that you're going to flip flop and see it is good enough of a reason too. Otherwise, it's just really hard to take what you're saying kind of seriously, to be honest.
My problem.
If you can't stay true, ultimately, if you can't stay true to yourself, then how then we're going to stay true to what you're saying? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'll say this, Mock. Some content creators make great content no matter what the subject matter is. And I'm referring to guys like or the BBC.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to highlight Loki's comment. Everyone's thoughts on Brave Bruce. I think what Mac is saying is that if you're reviewing, keyword there, reviewing, and you don't watch it, why are you reviewing it?
Exactly. And I don't watch Star Trek, anything that CBS has murdered, and that's what I'm going to call it, because the last Star Trek that I validate is Enterprise. That was the last good Trek I saw. I'm not a big fan of Kurtzman Trek. It doesn't have the same feel or the same themes. They've lost the spirit of exploration, it feels like, so I don't want to watch it. And so, I watched Star Trek Beyond was the last thing I actually watched, but for series, the last thing I saw was Enterprise. And unless you're talking about Enterprise or DS9, I don't want to listen to you.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I'll listen to Az talk about Batwoman because that's good content. He's funny.
Oh, get ready for Gotham Knights. That's all I'm going to say. Get ready for Gotham Knights.
I'm actually mixed about Gotham Knights.
Okay.
But I'm not even going to show up in the likes pile just for your algorithm. That's great. I'm happy. You know, if Az does a review on it, I'll probably show up for that. But there's other things I've got to be working on.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is, and I've said this before, I have not watched anything Star Wars since The Last Jedi. I mean that.
Okay.
I may have seen some clips of like The Mandalorian and such like that, but I have not watched anything Star Wars since The Last Jedi.
I've not watched
because that's how
Disney.
burnt. That's how hurt I was. Anything new, any new stuff that comes out, I just listen to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll just listen to you guys. I'll just say for you guys. I'm not interested in myself. And that's the same thing I am with the MCU.
Yeah. Ever since Captain Marvel, I've not sat down for No Way Home or none of it. It's good. You guys have fun.
I've made exceptions for No Way Home. I have made an exception for No Way Home.
Okay.
We did a review. Hell, Mads knows we did a review of it. But I was done after that.
They've betrayed, in my opinion, when they went after the fans with the Captain Marvel backlash, that was it, you know. And if you guys want to build your channels and get anger clicks, go for it. Please go for it.
Just, you know, it's kind of what Loki was saying. I know that kind of what he was saying on Friday's show did that. That's why I keep bringing that up, and that's a good point. It's like, you know, if you're willing to watch it, you know, if you're willing to watch something, if you're willing to see it, you know, stick to it. You know, just don't flip flop. You know, I don't trust too much of the flip flop. And it's like, listen, if you're gonna say something, stick with it. You know, stay true to yourself. Stick with your guns. You know.
Okay.
That's why I'm sticking with my guns in regards to the Flash, and that's why I'm kind of seeing with Hogwarts Legacy. It's just like, it's kind of that similar thing. It's like the only reason I'm not interested. Listen. I watch Fats' stream. I watched a lot of different gameplay videos of Hogwarts Legacy. It looks amazing. It looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like such a fun game to play, and it looks legitimately good. And what the shot in the arm, and it definitely looks like it's the shot in the arm that the industry needs, you know, especially when it regards to AAA gaming industry. It looks like it's the shot in the arm that the game industry needs, you know, going back to basics, going back to just kind of making legitimately a good game. You know what I mean? The only reason I'm not playing it is just because simply it just doesn't interest me as much. But I've seen a lot of it. To be honest, if I changed my mind on it, it would be because the game looked legitimately good. It looks fun. It looks like something you would sink hours upon hours upon hours in and not feel bored.
You know what I've not heard you talk about?
What?
Red Out 2.
What about Red Out 2?
I've not heard you talk about it. I've heard you say you were going to play it. And
I played it. I played it. I've streamed it. I need to get into the new DLC. I love it. It is one of my favorite games. It is one of my favorite games of last year. It has such a difficult learning curve. It is so difficult, but it's so rewarding when you finally get the hang of it. It is so absolutely rewarding. I love it. So my only crime is that there's just not enough hours in a day, and I'm too occupied by other stuff to play it.
Because no offense, I'm looking for content of games that people like to play.
That's what my Twitch is for.
Yeah. I don't have a Twitch. I probably never will, but I've watched a lot of Twitch videos that people were doing Doom Eternal, and I'm almost ready to jump in that pool. I'm almost beaten Doom 2016 at 100%.
Here's another thing. That's another thing to bring up is that, you know, I never played the Last of Us games when I watched the show's Clueless lore, except what I heard about Abby. So far, it's a decent show. Episode 3 was stupid, but as soon as the Abby show goes, I'm out. See, for me, is that I've watched a couple of playthroughs. I've watched a couple of clips and playthroughs of the first game, and I watched Fats's playthrough all the way to the end. The first game is deserving of that masterpiece, kind of moniker. I've seen a lot of. I've basically seen most of The Last of Us 2, especially the big important scenes and such like that. Of course, the freaking Fat Geralt clip cracks me up every time. You know, the Joel's death scene and how kind of I saw the opening gameplay stuff with Abby and such like that. The first couple of chapters of Abby and such like that. How Ellie, you know, the way Ellie turns on, the way Ellie is basically just kind of scoffs off at Joel for, you know, what happened. And to be fair, there's a theory, and I hate to get into the lore thing, is that there's that theory that the whole thing with you know, Ellie, you know, of course, Ellie being the one who's immune to the infection. That whole thing of, you know, the doctors kind of splicing her up to create a vaccine. There's a theory that that was all just basically a pipe dream. That there was no way that they could be, that it was probably, there was no way that was, you know, her being the only person to be that kind of the key to saving humanity. That might have just been a pipe dream. That might have been possible. That there's probably was more people like Ellie, but they probably all died, or probably it was likely it would have been another failed experiment to create a vaccine strong enough to reject the kind of the fungal infection, to reject that infection. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a theory that, and then hence why what Joel did. Because I heard a lot of points. I'm sorry, I'm going off on tangents because I heard a lot of points of what on both sides of the equation of why Joel did what he did to save Ellie. And I'm on the side that I think Joel did the right thing. Even though it came at the cost, although it came at the cost of, you know, finding an actual cure for humanity, it probably wasn't even surefire to begin with. You know what I mean? Sorry, I went going off on a tangent there.
Obviously, you like it.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I was corrected with I think it was the third or fourth episode of the HBO series where that they actually stay close to a certain storyline. That they actually stay close to it. They just made a few minor changes. For example, the story I'm talking about is Sam and Henry's storyline. They did change to make it where Sam is actually deaf, where he wasn't in the game, but they stayed close. They stayed most of it for the most part. I said this multiple times before that the scene with and I'll spoil it. Sam, it turns out that over the night, Sam, Henry's little brother Sam, it turns out he was infected and he becomes zombified. And what happens is that, Sam attacks Ellie the next morning, where Joel tries to shoot her. Henry tries to stop him. Henry puts Sam down, and then after he blames Joel for all of this happened, he kills himself. I'm going to tell you right now, seeing that in game is one of the hardest things to watch. It is so hard for me to watch that scene over again. And I know there's a lot of scenes in the first Last of Us game that are hard to watch. So, anyway, that's, I guess, kind of a little off tangent there. I really, really like that playthrough of the first Last of Us. I really like that. I know that they really did stray far away with the whole Bill and Frank storyline, and I've stuck my ground on that. In that I feel like that just heightens this ongoing thing where you cannot give an LGBT couple any problems. Like there always has to be like this happily ever after storybook ending. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's pandering. A little too much pandering, I guess, what they did.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah, it's too bubble wrapped, it's too protective. So, and yes, I saw the SNL Mario Kart skit. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome.
I haven't watched that yet. I need to.
That's awesome.
That sounds like content I'd watch. If there's a zombie, the last zombie movie I watched that I liked was 2004's Dawn of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I've had like 3 family members on mom's side die of Alzheimer's. So zombie stuff isn't really my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy that, everybody's getting into it. Like when Dead Island came out, like I was like, fuck. No, I'm good. So I don't get into zombie things, and that's just me,
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that is something you enjoy.
Right. And it's just more than just like, and it's just like when you kind of look at the first game, you kind of look at the show, and it's like, oh shoot, it's gonna be a complete one. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do with the next season when they adapt The Last of Us 2.
Okay.
It'll be interesting. I'm just saying it's going to be interesting to see how the reaction to it is, because people who are just new to The Last of Us and not know what happens in The Last of Us 2.
Well, I mean, the Last of Us Part 1 video game was, from what I recall, really well brought in.
I'd say it's a masterpiece.
People loved it.
It's in a way a masterpiece of storytelling.
They just released it on Steam, so I have to go past that. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Agreed, Bandito. Yeah. Halo is. Well, the first one. Probably just do that. I don't want to see that exactly. I don't want to see that either.
You don't want to see Abby smash?
No, I don't want to see Joel in one. The way I saw from like the kind of like how you kind of play through Abby's part is like, and how the way she does this to Joel is like, I get the whole cycle of violence. I get that. I totally get the whole cycle of violence that I was trying to tell. It's just, me personally, I would have gutted Abby at the end of the game. I would have gutted Abby at the end of the game. I still wouldn't change that. I would get Abby, and that's just I found Abby hard to sympathize. The first hour of playthrough I watched, so I just find it a little hard to sympathize personally. Plus, I don't want to see. Plus, I don't want to see that sex scene ever again. I would have had Tommy do that. I would have agreed. I would have had Tommy do that. I've done that.
It's ma'am. It's ma'am.
I can't see that. I just don't want to watch that sex scene again. Anyway. Sorry. Mads, I know you've been like quiet on everything. Kind of going off on the rails. I don't know if you have anything to say on the matter. Everything.
You know I got nothing to say on that.
Well, yeah, no, with zombies. But I guess in terms of like flip-flopping and such like that and the Hogwarts Legacy stuff.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd cycle back to that one.
Kept trying to please, go ahead, cycle back to it. I don't know if you have anything in regards to that.
The whole flip-flopping thing has always irritated me because I am I am one of the few people that's been across the board actively looking forward to this.
Yep.
DC, the superhero stuff, Marvel, whatever, that has always been kind of my go-to, escapism thing my whole life.
You will always find something to enjoy.
Exactly.
Always. And I've said this many times before, and I will continue to say this. The last thing I want from you is to take whatever I say or Bruce or anybody else say, ruin your experience. That's the last thing I want to do is ruin your experience. Hence why there's a lot of stuff I don't talk about, because I know that for me, I'm very passionate about a lot of stuff, but I know that could ruin your experience. If I
was like, I'll always be a fan. I'll always be a fan of all of this stuff. I mean, and I know Loki mentioned earlier, I don't need to see it to know it's crap. And I really believed that for the longest time. Like I went into what was it, Dark Phoenix, expecting to hate it. And you know what? I've actually watched it twice.
And you liked it.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's still not the Phoenix I want to see.
Let me ask you this: Does it clear up the slate of that specific X-Men film that we'll not bring up?
You know what? It did it a lot better.
Okay.
And there is a scene in that movie that does absolutely make it for me.
Okay. For those who don't know, for those who are brand new here, one of the rules we have here on Makini Live is we never bring up X3 in front of Mads.
That I have insinuated to it on a number of channels.
She has went off on.
I generally like across the board superhero movies. With the exception of one, there was only one that has ever.
But there was a limit. There was a limit.
Yeah, there's only one that has ever really pissed me off, and that was X-Men: The Last Stand.
Yeah, there was a limit, and for good reason too.
Because
put it this way, she preferred X-Men Origins Wolverine over it.
Actually, I've watched Wolverine Origins a number of times. That is a guilty pleasure.
X-Men Origins Wolverine over it.
Oh yeah, that's a guilty pleasure. I mean,
you would prefer Apocalypse over it.
Yeah. Like I actively try to see the good in most movies. There was no good in The Last Stand.
Can I say they squandered Apocalypse?
They did.
With Oscar Isaac, and I'm like,
Oscar Isaac, talented actor, absolutely brilliant. That was not the role for him.
No, it was
worse
not.
Yet is the special effects for Apocalypse. And we saw what love can do because somebody did an Apocalypse cosplay at a convention that blew away what you got on screen.
Agreed.
And that just kind of cemented for me that they don't really give a shit about the franchise. No matter what you guys might say, I don't believe that Sony is worthy of the franchises they own.
No.
Yeah, I openly admit, yeah, I am going to watch The Flash. I'm going to watch most of the DC movies coming out. Blue Beetle, I'm on the fence about.
Okay.
Just because it's not a character I've connected with. They will have to put out a pretty good trailer to get my attention. I will weigh.
Reyes is a good character.
On that one.
Jaime Reyes is a really good character.
Oh yeah.
Well,
From what I've seen about him, yeah, he is definitely an interesting character. I will wait to see the trailer on that one to decide whether I'm going to watch it or not, and how I'm going to watch it.
Well,
Anyone who knows
I
me
gotta
knows.
ask if they put together a trailer which gives you Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1 2013 vibes.
2014.
It was 14 or 13?
No, it was 14.
Okay.
First Guardians of the Galaxy film was 2014.
That's right.
14, little one had already been born.
Because remember, it came out in the same year as Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah, at that point, I was trying to convince my father-in-law to go, because my father-in-law wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. My mother-in-law didn't want to see it, and neither did my kid's father. So I'm like, why don't just the two of us go?
My dad loved it. My mother hates it. She hates everything that Chris Pratt does. And I'm like, but Chris Pratt is like all American. She's like, I hate everything he does because of that movie. What? She's like, that movie was so loud and obnoxious. I'm like, okay.
Okay, it's not for the other reason, which they continue to try to cancel Chris Pratt for.
But the point I do want to make before we get completely sidetracked, there are people like me that actively try to enjoy these things for one reason or another, and y'all have to accept that.
Yep.
Like, I know there was a comment in the chat, and I don't remember who it was, that was about you can have your opinion unless it's dissenting or something like that. And that's it exactly. I am going to watch these movies. I'm probably going to enjoy the hell out of them, but I'm not going to say a damn thing about it.
Yeah, she's been. Yeah.
Because you know what? Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, she's been hit through the game. She's been railed hard for Wonder Woman 84, and we're not letting that happen again.
No.
We're not letting that happen again.
We will disagree on Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, we'll disagree, but we're not going to. What I'm saying, Bruce, we'll disagree, but we're not going to rail on her for it because she was getting a lot of that.
Kara, stop it.
And now she's getting railed on by Kara.
Kara's trying to drink water, and Shelly needs to prep the area or something first.
Oh boy, clear the area.
But yeah, the stuff that was being said to the people who were open about liking Wonder Woman 84, that was unacceptable.
Exactly.
I wish they had.
And I get the concern. I get that concern, but come on, it's just lit.
I love the look of Wonder Woman 84. I just didn't like the movie. I mean, but
a lot of it was concerned with how they brought back Steve Trevor and how,
and that's where the whole debate was. And I'll just use the term debate lightly.
Yeah, claiming that because Mads liked it, Mads was supporting DR. We'll just say it as far as DR
or SA. And that's what a lot of people, the people who said that they enjoyed it for one reason or another, they got them tacked. I got. And
I'm strong again, and I see where the problem was because you really kind of blew that up. I see the issue because if the shoe was on the other foot, yeah, it would be lambasted completely. That would be a serious problem. But I am not going to rate. But we're not going to rail because it didn't bother everybody. So that's why we don't. That's why it didn't.
Like I didn't see it the way everyone else saw it because
exactly
that's one of my original pairings. I was happy to see them actually get their moment.
Mm-hmm. It was just the way it was handled. I think a lot of it was just the way it was handled.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't see it the way other people did because that's a couple, that for me I wanted to see together.
It was one of the best parts. Like one of the best parts of the first film was that whole interaction. Was the whole fish out of water segment. So it's totally.
if you guys go on my channel, the last movie I review is Wonder Woman 84, and that is by design. I'm not doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm. And despite the flaw of WWE84, I do want to see a third film. I do want to see Gal Gadot stay in that role. But however, me personally, I can't support DC anymore because that creep is still hired there.
Mm-hmm,
and I remember Mads, you tried to convince me. You definitely tried to give me a chance, but I was like, no, I can't.
And that does circle to Sky popping into the chat, and he's got this whole movement. This is your platform. I'm not going to dive too far into it.
Right. No, but I will not support anything DC related as long as that person is still there.
Yep.
As long as that creep is still there, I will not, and I will stand my ground on that. No matter how good or bad it is, as long as that person is still there, I am not going to support it. And even if it turns out that he is let go from it, it'll be hard to convince. You'll have to do a lot of work to convince me to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It'll have to take a lot to convince me to watch. And if he does stay in, so that's what for me personally, it comes down to what's going to happen after the film is released. What happens after the film is released? Because if it turns out that if they announce that he is staying on board, sorry, go ahead.
No, and I'm just saying that's the part that's still undecided. The future of DC is really going to be decided largely by The Flash and Aquaman.
Yes.
Of all things to put him in, Operation Flashpoint pisses me off the most.
Because that's a good story and is
amazing story.
And they did kind of squander that because they missed the opportunity to have Ben Affleck come as Thomas Wayne Batman.
It's still not film locked at this point.
And also keep in mind, they're gonna erase the whole conflict between Themyscira and Atlantis. That there's a whole war that goes on in that story arc, that storyline.
There's a lot of scenes at this point that were originally filmed that are probably going to be left on the cutting room floor.
But like you said, Mads, it comes down to what's going to happen after moving forward. If he stays on, I want Mads, and most importantly Mads, because you're as big a DC fan as I am, if not bigger. I want you to hold me on this one, okay?
Of course.
I'm serious. Take me to task. I will not support anything DC related as long as he's there. If he stays on there, if they announce that he is staying on there, I will be fuck DC and everything they stand for.
No, and I respect you for that, actually.
That's what I talk about, standing your ground.
Yeah.
I will not support that.
I have absolutely no respect for the people who flip-flop. And even less, and I'm not going to name names, but there was one that absolutely railed on Zack Snyder's Justice League and Wonder Woman 84, yet used the Wonder Woman logo for their channel icon.
Understood.
Fuck that.
I understand. Me personally, I will not support it. I will only listen to you guys. I will only watch. I will listen to you guys, but that's it. I have no interest, especially if Gunn is going to try to do what he says he's going to do with the whole actors that like say that, you know, actors who are starting films, that they're going to be the same actors in other videos such as animated films and video games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that's not going to happen? That's not going to happen because you know how much of a logistical nightmare that will be to get the actor to do voiceover, to be able to play the exact same character in multiple forms of media. It will be a logistical nightmare.
They already have a logistical nightmare. Nothing is really going to get filmed until maybe next year.
Exactly.
Maybe. Nothing new.
Wow, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
They're likely going to get bought out. WPD is likely going to get bought out in 4 years.
Right.
Because everyone knows they're broke. That's no secret.
Yes, everybody knows.
So anything that's supposedly current on the slate, at this point, it's talk.
It's gone. It's gone. And it's just and it's a shame to see, because this is a company that I grew up with, that has defined a lot of my childhood with. And it feels like they're going to fall back to square one. And it's where they don't have a game plan, or they're rushing into things, or it's just going to be a jumbled mess.
We'll see.
You can't. Mostly, yeah. Listen. What happened on the Marvel side, and I will say this with confidence, what happened with the MCU, I'm guaranteed that will never happen again, at least in this lifetime. That was almost like a stars aligned kind of situation with how they were able to get how they planned the MCU out like that to be a film phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
That will never. I don't think that will ever be replicated. At least in my lifetime. It's going to take. Yeah, it's going to be decades upon decades for something like that to happen again, and that is if, you know, the movie going industry is still around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Power brings up Power. I want to
sniping left and right. Yeah. He's the leading projects. It's like this is like bad project. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, Zaslav's focus is money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. And Velma, future of that, like, yeah, it's the lowest rated at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But are people still watching it? Just to hate on it?
Enough to get it a second season.
Well, that's probably what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to hate watch this into a second season.
Mm-hmm. I used to be like that. I used to, but not anymore. Mm-hmm. I see.
Stop talking about it.
Anything.
Stop hate watching it. Just ignore it, and it'll go away.
I will be honest with you. Since I have Mirko on screen right now, and Mirko's finished. I finished the drawing, guys. By the way, if the only way I could see the superhero genre get revitalized to where it can rival, where we can see another like Marvel Cinematic Universe successfully, is if I mean this when I say this, is if we get a proper, and I mean a really, really, really good proper live action adaptation of My Hero Academia or something like Demon Slayer.
Listen,
Am I right? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
if you could do a solid series of live action interpretations and build another MCU based off of a property like My Hero Academia or like One Piece or something like that, maybe I could see a revitalization in that. But it has to be good. It has to be accurate. That's what I'm saying.
See, I'd like to see more of Shield Hero.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen Shield Hero yet.
Yes, I have.
I think that's one of the best animes I've witnessed in a long time.
I definitely think it's one of the. I think it's one of the more recognizable and memorable isekais.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, isekai is essentially it's just a subgenre of fantasy, like Alice. It's basically Alice in Wonderland. That's basically it's a genre. That's how I see.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to translate that.
It's basically an Alice in Wonderland as a genre. But usually in cases with a lot of isekais, is like it happens. They can get transported to another world, other world outside their own, and and sometimes, a lot of times, for a lot of isekais I see, it usually happens after the main character dies. They die and they get reincarnated into another world or universe or something like that. Which is weird. I don't know. But yeah, it's just I could see that. The only other property that I could see that could rival that of the MCU if it was done with that adaptation is League of Legends, because of the success of like Arcane and such like that, and with Riot making a huge property, making a lot of different things under the League of Legends umbrella, they could build something that could rival that of the MCU. Because League of Legends is already huge in its own right. Shield Hero would be great at R-rated. I could see My Hero Academia like kind of be a really solid rival to the MCU, but it has to be done with so much care and so much love behind it, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just and we'll wrap this up, guys. But there's one thing I do want to bring up, and that is the whole thing with speaking of MCU. I know this was circulating.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to hear Mads' perspective, and I want to hear Bruce's perspective on this. Okay. So Guardians 3 is happening.
Yep.
Have you seen the image on Nebula that has been circled around?
Well, how can you avoid it if you're on Twitter?
Just call me Nab. Just call me Nab.
I remember Melanie Mag made a video bringing this up. I agree. Shall we get off with should we start with you, Mads? Just take a good look. You know what? I don't even have to. I'll put it this way. Whatever you say, I may not agree with you, but you have a good point. I'm just going to say that.
I'm just hoping for a good explanation.
That this was probably photoshopped badly.
I'm hoping so. I'm genuinely hoping. I'm really not sure how much I can weigh in as a comic fan, a Harry Potter fan, and of a certain gender persuasion. without getting canceled.
Let me ask you this.
I'm just going to put it
not even from a general, not even from a fan perspective, but as a woman.
I'm not sure if we're allowed to say that word anymore.
Bullshit, I'm saying it right now.
I know you saw the post that both Mags and Arwen posted.
And screw that, I will happily say woman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking as a woman,
mm-hmm.
Do you feel that there is a problem, that there's still an ongoing problem with depicting curves or any traces of femininity whatsoever?
As a woman?
Yes.
Obviously, I don't. I personally don't think so.
Okay.
But I know there has been a pushback against it for a long time. One sec.
Okay, Bruce, go ahead.
This is fucking disgusting. I don't need to say anything else. I mean,
would you argue that this is why I do what I do? This is why I'm so at my cause.
It's why both of us do it.
If there's ever a day,
I feel like this explains my purpose.
if there's a day where I wake up and
here, I'm gonna bring this back just so you got something pleasant to show.
Yeah, like we need more of that. We need more of that in our life. Bring back Frazetta appreciation and art. Bring back love of the masculine and the feminine forms and not conflating the two. You can have women that they want to be strong and muscle Barbies, but at the end of the day, the parts that they were gifted will make their bodies to where they can't generate mass so well, and what's on the left is an abomination.
Bruce, there's a reason tomboys exist, and why I will happily embrace that. Tomboys. Yeah. There's a reason why I draw a lot of tomboys now. Lots of tomboys.
I married one. My wife.
It's not even like Mads. Like I know Mads is probably curious, but it's not even a proportion thing. You look at the right, it's just the natural curves and figure that seems to be kind of, demonized. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not even just you're only pure if you don't. Like I did promise myself I will dedicate a sketch diary video to why I draw what I draw, because there is a it's more than surface value. I'm going to say that right now. The reason I do this stuff is more than just surface. It's more than what's on the surface. It's something. It is personal. It is personal for me, and it's personal, and it does deal with kind of a personal experience. My personal experiences too. You know what I mean?
I get it. I have a personal experience with it as well.
So there is Matt, you know me. You know me. There's a much more personal. It's more than just surface. What's on the surface? You know what I mean? You always know that it's more than just what's on the surface. More than just skin deep. You know. But
you ever seen that movie?
But for me, no. But for me, the mentality behind something like this is where I have is where I think I have the personal, where I do have the personal problem with. is the mentality, the mindset. And I see it a lot more. Like, there's a channel that I would recommend. There's a channel that I recently subscribed to that I think everybody should check out, because the YouTuber says it in a very joking manner, but they have a great points, and the name is Sayel, Cayel. He's got nearly 40K subs, but they were bringing up this kind of thing with Hogwarts Legacy, with the upcoming Suicide Squad kills the Justice League and such like that, and it's like, I do believe that there is this hate, there is this war on femininity. I do believe in that. And I know it's crazy for me to say that, but I do believe in that. And I did bring this up on Friday's stream regarding Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, is that I am not a fan of Harley Quinn's design. Now Harley is a mixed bag for me, because there are designs that I always love. There are designs I love, such as the classic animated series 1. I did like the Suicide Squad look, but there's designs that I don't think it just doesn't scream Harley at all to me. And one of it is the Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. There are more. I brought up more reasons why I think personally why I'm not gonna play that, despite the fact that, you know, this game is going to be Kevin Conroy's last performance. I feel like I should at least check that out, just so I can hear him voice Batman one last time. Mm-hmm. But, however, I'm not a fan of them going the live service route. I am not a fan of battle passes. Yeah, it's going to be a live service, Bruce. And we're seeing a lot of live service games fall under now.
If they sell it to you for $60, if it's a $60 retail for you to purchase it and download it or buy it off the shelf, and then you got to pay another $120 for the battle pass or all the DLC that they forgot to include on the initial release. If they have that going on, defund them. Okay? Just as much as you might love the property and the license, this can't continue. A game should not be $200.
Here's the thing with Hogwarts Legacy, by the way. Here's the thing with Hogwarts Legacy. They're not doing DLC. They're not. So it makes people, it leads to speculation that people are already working on that. Avalanche Studios is already working on the sequel, because that game is a success. It's a success, whether you like it or not. It's a success, and it's probably going to be. It is definitely the biggest game of the year right now. It is a bona fide success. But I'm gonna put Sayel's channel in the link, so just check him out, because he's got some great content. Plus, he has that lovely voice that Mads will like a lot. Yes. Everything doesn't have to have multiple. Well, yeah, it's not everything has to have multiple, and not everything needs to be a live service too. And I feel like Hogwarts Legacy has kind of showed us that you don't have to make a live service out of everything and still be a massive success.
You know what I have my hopes for?
What was that?
Do you remember the old song that was popular on the web? All your base belong to us.
Zero Wing? Yes.
They just released it on Steam.
Nice.
It's $8. And I bought it. And I played it for about 15 minutes, and I died repeatedly, which brings me back to how much I suck at shoot 'em ups, but that's fine. I'll get good. I'll get good.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have the PC engine or whatever version it was where you have the actual cutscenes where we get the most memorable part about the game. They didn't include that. That's going to be a free DLC later in one of the patches they'll update it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, if you remember the old shoot 'em ups, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's not your bag, save your $8, okay, guys? It brings a smile to my face to play it, but I've not seen more than maybe 4 minutes of continuous play on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I die. I lose both my lives, and then you're over. Back to the screen you go, or you can try to continue, which I think that's just cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather just go back to the start screen and let me figure out how to do this better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great game, but they kind of dropped the ball on some stuff. I thought
That's
it was
awesome.
going to have the scenes.
Okay. All right, so I think that is. Boy, there's some other things we're gonna get into, such as Harry and Meghan wanting to sue South Park for basically mocking them and basically flashing
Best mockery ever.
It is amazing. It's funny as hell.
Can you play it? Can you?
No,
play
I can't. No. I don't want to risk that.
You should.
They after pissing off Isaac Hayes, everyone is free game. That's what they do.
That's exactly.
They pissed off and alienated one of their own voice actors. You know what? No one else is safe.
No one else is safe. No, and that should be the thing. And Harry and Meghan are.
What was it?
Harry's a sorry excuse of a man.
I can't believe he gets a hard on in the morning.
He is a
I
sorry.
think my 48-year-old ass gets more stiff than what his fucking.
And Meghan is Megan's a POS. That's all I'm gonna say. Megan's POS. And also, here's another thing. Here's another thing you're gonna like, guys. Apparently, if you slander J.K. Rowling hard enough, she'll actually threaten to sue you.
You know what? I saw some of that slander. She has every right.
She has every right to.
She has every right. With the stuff that was being thrown at her, she has every right to turn around and go, "What? You know what? Talk to my lawyer."
I was like, "What was that? Excuse me." Laura would like to have a word with you. That was a cool thing. I was like, maybe that should take a lot more than to get the stuff.
I took some screenshots.
Nice.
I love how Kyle is like,
they have this huge jet parked in front of my house. They keep telling me to buy their book.
And believe me, Canada has apologized many times. It's shown us South Park, right, Matt?
Mm-hmm. Y'all got a song out of it. Come on. And Murray wasn't happy about it.
No, he's just like, leave Canada alone. It's just crazy. So this is kind of I know this is kind of a regular stream, but this is the season finale. So we are going to wrap it up. Of course, Liam Neeson speaking the truth about Star Wars, which is got you guys.
Hey, Supreme Heretic.
Hey, Drew, how's it going, man? Oh, everybody's showing up right as we're about to end it.
See, he missed his cue earlier because we were joking about anacondas.
See. I wonder if this is one. Oh, also, then there's the Marvel. Then there's the Marvels. What was that? Oh, it's being delayed again. Oh, what was that? Riri Williams' Ironheart is being delayed indefinitely.
Oh, jeez.
Oof. And Adega showed up. Everybody showed up.
You see, I still, even after seeing Wakanda Forever, I still don't believe that's the name of the character. I want to know what the character's actual name is. I don't believe y'all. I have heard all of you talk about characters for so long. I've heard all of you talk about, throw alternative, names at these characters for so long. I don't believe Riri Williams.
No,
it sounds like something y'all would make up.
It's Riri Williams. It is Bendis. If you know Bendis, then you know why it's Riri Williams.
See, Megatron gets me.
It's Bendis. Okay? It's Bendis.
I'm just going to highlight this.
I'm just going to say Bendis has done a lot of damage in the recent years.
Megatron gets me. I don't believe it.
I'm just saying Michael Bendis has done a lot of damage over the years. Michael Bendis has done a lot of damage. Look what happened with Superman.
And the only in Power, I see the Marvels coming out in November. The only reason they are getting me to see it is if they hint at Rogue in the trailer.
But before we get going, I need to shout out we need to do a couple shout outs. First up, 24/7's 24/7's GoFundMe, which is getting close.
Not W5.
Yeah, there you go. Please shout that out. But there is a channel I want everybody to show some love towards, and that is I'm gonna put her channel right here, and I'm gonna show her screen right here. I'm gonna try to things over.
Correcting everything.
Burn. I'm gonna show the screen here. This is my friend Purin. She is another fantastic artist. She just started her channel around last week. She does incredible art, especially of her own projects, of her own OC work. She's so dedicated to them. If you guys please do us a favor, if you guys can go over, just give her a sub, show her, let her know that Makini sent you, and give her some love. I asked her that maybe someday we can get her on. I can get her on Makini Live as a guest, and said she would love to. But she has just started her channel. Guys, please go over there. Tell them Makini sent you. She really appreciated it. Purin is a really good friend of mine, and she is definitely going through kind of her own kind of things right now. But she does absolutely fantastic work, especially with her original stuff. She absolutely loves it. So she absolutely loves her creations, and her work is just a blast to watch. So this is just a sample of just kind of the stuff that she does, which I think everybody's going to find something everybody to love. So even including Mads, and that's Purin herself. She's going through a little bit right now, but yeah, if you guys can go over there, drop to her channel, show her some love. Her stuff is absolutely fantastic. So let's see if we can get her on Makini Live soon. But yeah, let her know that Makini sent you. So there you go. So there you go. They could share that out. A couple of things I wanted to share out for before we get out of here. And of course, we're saying thanks, Sam, the link. And yes, of course, the link to 24/7's GoFundMe is in the chat as well, which he is getting close to meeting his goal there. So you have to send a huge thanks to not only everybody who shared out 24's GoFundMe, but big shout out to Loki for helping convincing him to put it all together. So we do here. We help each other out. We look out for each other. We help each other out. So you guys are absolutely amazing. But yeah, just go over to the next sub to Purin and let her know that Makini sent you. So hopefully we convince her to try to campaign to get her on Makini Live at some point. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, so that is it, guys. I know this is kind of a regular.
Yeah, hold on. There is a question. There is a question in the chat from Cavitino.
What are your thoughts?
I am looking it up right now. You can hear my thoughts live.
She is typing like crazy.
I am actually.
I was joking.
I'm literally pulling it up right now.
Okay.
Ew.
Thank you to Mags for resharing the stream as well.
I approve.
You approve? Okay.
Ooh, I'm not going to save that for later for science.
Oh my god. Oh, Drew, dude, I've been hearing about that, man. Dude, it's been going crazy, and it's like there are more news coming out that it's just this. It just makes the situation worse. What is that, Bruce? Bruce?
What's up?
I'm afraid Bruce is trying to tell us something, but he's
I'm afraid
the mic on.
Oh, that's right. He's out that direction.
Yeah. I don't know. God, it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. And Matt Shay's saying show everybody the Ebony cover.
I pulled it up on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I did see the one scene where that one picture where they.
Dude. It's disgusting. It's just making things worse.
Anyway, Bruce, I heard gunshots outside. Last thing I want to do is have, as we're wrapping up the final day of the season, no, don't need that.
Okay. We've been hearing about that, and I've been keeping up with that. It just every time there's more news that comes out of what happened in Palestine, it makes it worse. And it's scary to think that it's going to turn. It's scary to think that we're going to have our own mini Chernobyl here. So yeah, I'll try not to get too much into it. I know Bruce has definitely been eyeing the whole thing as well, and I don't.
I talk his arm off about this shit.
Mm-hmm. It's pissy. It's like, wow. I cannot believe I cannot believe that hardly the media was talking about this until we got the freaking until the independent journalists, until everybody, the independent skills were able to get the mainstream to actually start talking about it, because it feels like they were trying to suppress it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was on a stream the Friday night it happened with friends of mine from all over the States, and all of a sudden one of our buddies comes in and is like, hey, see if there's anything going on in Ohio, because they just had an explosion like a mile away from my house, because he lives there.
Oh,
and
thank you, Shay.
I asked him, I'm like, do we need to get you some money for a Motel 6 or something? Because if it's like that fireball you're describing, you got to go. And he went and he took his family up to somewhere in Pennsylvania, but he went back to his house earlier this week, and he had he wasn't like a super rich country, but he had a fountain, he had landscaping, and all of the crap in his garden that's going to have to be tilled up and mulched, and they'll never get any value out of it. He's going to have to move everything.
Well,
take it all.
Should I share the tweet? Because Cavatino just sent me the tweet.
Sure.
This is your Kang the Conqueror, apparently.
I've seen some other pictures too.
I mean,
there is more than one cover, and
yeah, it's true. I mean, he looks fabulous. He looks fabulous.
This particular one, I did see them prepping on Twitter, where they dressed him up like a it's an anime character.
Okay.
And I'm drawing a blank on the name.
I will say he looks.
It's a One Piece character.
It's a neat magazine cover, and he looks fabulous. I'll say that.
No, there are other ones with him with roses. Yes, yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Woo! Okay, we're gonna wrap this up.
You will not pull up, but it's also him with roses with his Creed boxing outfit.
Ah, okay. Wait, oh wait, that's the same person in Creed 3, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
I see what you're saying. No, somebody posted that in replies. That's all what you're saying. That's a spitting image of a character from One Piece. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw what you're saying.
Doffy, I think it is. Yeah.
Someone shut up the Isley brothers. I mean, it's not too far off. I mean, I'm not like. I mean, that's actually looks good. I mean, I'm not gonna hate. So okay, it looks good. It's just weird. It's just interesting. It's just very, very interesting.
Yeah, but the one you guys will have to Google it. The one with him and the roses. Yes, please.
Okay then.
Mm.
Okay then. Go see 3.
Nile Mats.
I love it. Go see Creed 3. Not because I love a Michael B. Jordan, not just because I love Michael B. Jordan. So, not just because I love Michael B. Jordan and want to look like him. As fit as him. All right.
Yeah, it's also Bruce Wayne's birthday today.
Who is it?
Bruce Wayne.
Oh shit! It is Bruce Wayne's birthday. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's Bruce Wayne's birthday.
How do you know? Sorry, it hurts. Sorry, it hurts more knowing that we don't have Conroy here for it, though.
Yeah, thank you, Power. Again, love these human Wikipedias.
Mm-hmm. It's Bruce Wayne's birthday. Oh,
I admit I'm not a One Piece fan, so.
Oh wait, it's April 7th though. That's what they're saying.
I don't know, but everyone in the group is saying it's Bruce Wayne. It's Batman's birthday, so maybe it's when they actually created Batman. I don't know.
Okay.
I would definitely not say no, Cavatinho.
Is Jordan your uncle? No. It's just I've been a fan of Michael B. Jordan for all the way back since Chronicle, even all my children. So, all my children. So,
if you didn't see him in The Wire,
oh yeah,
you don't know him.
I gotcha.
The Wire was fucking peak Michael Jordan.
That's true. All right. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. This is, whew. I think this is a good way to end. I think this is a good way to end the season, right, guys? Yes. No.
So.
Nobody said so. What would you rather have it end it this way rather than try to end it back in before Christmas? Maybe not. No.
It would have been too short of a season.
It would have been too short. Yeah, it would have been way too short. So, which next season is going to be short as well. Next season will be short, sadly, because we got to end. I have to end it on my birthday, and my birthday is in May. This is what happens when you're a May baby. All right, guys. Anyway, links. I sent the links out to everybody. Sent the links out to let you guys know. Also, on my end, I will be doing a little bit of a longer outro just because I want to share some of our channel member stuff that we have going for this month. I still have 2 more things left to do, and then we'll be able to wrap this up. I'm still contemplating if I'm able to do a not safe for work piece. I'm still contemplating if I'm still able to do a not safe for work piece for the ambassador members, but we'll show you that when we get there. So first up, Mads. First up on the list. Before you plug your channel, can we get your final thoughts on just this season as a whole?
Before we do that, did you want to acknowledge the super sticker?
Yes, I do. And Bandito, thank you for always willing to. You guys don't have to, but you guys love giving me a Shiba Inu super sticker for every Sunday show we do, and I appreciate that. So thank you, Bandito, for the Shiba Inus. And it's just shit. It's number one at me. You know how much I love Shiba Inus. And Drew, happy birthday, my friend. Hope you have a fun and fruitful birthday. So
that's our older Batman.
That's the older Batman. There you go. All right, Bandito, thank you for the Shiba Inu super sticker. Let me get you. You know what? Since this is the last Makini live of this season, let me throw $100 super chat at you just to wrap this up. Season. Let me give you a 50. Let me give you a 50. I'll give you a cami for this one.
No, he's taking in 25.
Last
20.
This says this is gonna be the last super chat of the season. Let me give you a cami. Thank y'all so much for being here. All right, Matt. Before you plug your outro, final thoughts on this season as a whole.
It's been wild. Absolutely wild. Just the turnout and the work that's been done. I mean, I won't lie, it has been nice to have the flow feel like it went better this season.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a really good season.
I would argue with the flow. I'd say last season's flow was definitely all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Only because we got monetized.
Mm-hmm.
We got monetized, and it was just that whole entire couple of streams that we were doing on the Monday, the Sunday we had that Arwa stream, and then the Monday after, and then just all leading up to it, the flow just kind of went all over the place because, we were all celebrating the monetization, celebrating the 1K subs, and just like, I was preparing everything to get everything ready for the big celebration and the 2-year anniversary, which that was the timing of that could not have been more perfect, in my humble opinion. To get 1K and monetized just before the 2-year anniversary and have all of that fall on one single stream, that was perfect. So there you go. But so what is going to go down for you, especially for the next 2 weeks while I'm off?
Well, I am working on some catching. Okay, I'm making sure that it's connecting through. Okay, I am working on some catching up of bite-sized videos and other stuff I've been meaning to get around to. Now that I've finally managed to conquer the El Drago video, the Rian El Drago, which, if you haven't seen it, pop over to my channel, give it a watch, and leave a comment, because I'm trying something new, and it's what I've been debating on doing for a while now. So I would love input.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond to that, I've got some side videos I also want to work on, and a few other projects, but I do have some real life stuff I need to work on as well. So,
all right.
Again, so every Saturday morning, you're gonna find me.
Let's get her to 1K. Let's get her to grow again, despite YouTube. What do you say about that, Mads?
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. And by the way, Cavatino, to answer your question, yes, I'm liking what I'm seeing in Street Fighter 5. I will, from next season onwards, I will be keeping all of the Street Fighter 5 clips, but I will be adding Street Fighter 6 clips for Super Chats as well once I get my hands on that game too, because I am really, really liking what I'm seeing there. Next up, I said co-host Bruce Lombardo of the Dixon Vision. Bruce, of course, before you plug your channel, your final thoughts on this season as a whole.
This season as a whole felt like it was a lot. This was a faster season than last because there was so much of a better rhythm to the streams we had. And I'm not wanting to say anything negative about what happened before, but it felt like we're finding a stride or we're finding our groove. And it really feels like we're hitting on that. Your numbers have been steadily going up for the most part. You did have a 6-week span where you were going down, up, down, down, no, up. Wait, nope. 1296, and then all of a sudden, you got your mojo back, and we were able to see you, get where you're supposed to. But
I think I would argue that I think where you saw the uptick, I think the real uptick hit the moment I went to digital.
You can lay that.
I think we can. I think that's a good argument, at least, that there was it was good. It was solid. It was steady. But I think something kind of kicked in. I noticed that there was definitely an uptick the moment I announced I did that first stream with my tablet.
Okay, you can say that. You're allowed to say that. I'm not gonna detract you from your new toy, even though I prefer.
But you're right. But you're right, though.
I'm out of line, but he's right. That's understandable.
No, you're right, though, because it's been solid. It's been a solid groove. There's been a solid form throughout.
And I'm not saying that I don't like having the plethora of guests on, because you have had guests on intermittently, but it's been with less frequency this season. And we've focused more things on what we're working on and what this channel is focused on.
A lot of it was on timing. A lot of it is just because of timing and scheduling.
I do want to see Mads get 1,000 subscribers next season. I do want to see Loki come back on here, and I want to see. I do too. I want to see Nick Weiser nerd out with us.
But I think you have a good point, though. I think you brought up a good point of just maybe best to space out the guests moving forward.
No. I'm not saying stay away from guests. I'm just saying.
No. I'm not saying. I didn't say stay away. I said space them out.
Yeah,
space them out a bit more.
Yeah, we've not focused on having guests on repeatedly. Like, oh, this week is this person. Oh, this week is this person. Well, what the fuck are me and Matt's chop liver? And no offense to any of these people that come on, because they're fun to hang out with. They're fun to talk to. But as much as I love having these people on week in and week out, most people won't watch if they're a guest because like, oh, well, I'm going to start doing the circuit. And they lose that dedication, it feels like. That's all.
Okay.
And I'm wanting to see a continued focus on your improvement with your chosen medium, which it seems to be moving to digital, to my chagrin. But I do think that.
But hey, you saw with that Mirko that the traditional side has never left. In fact, it's almost reinvigorating.
It is. And with what you did today, really satisfies my smaller Bruce.
People like seeing pencils, so
Crazy.
There's definitely an audience for the pencils, and when people see the pencil stuff, it's like,
yeah, you're gonna find that actually. But keep getting better no matter what.
Exactly.
And as long as I've got this going on, I'm going to be here on Sundays with you and Matt's.
Exactly. That looks great, by the way.
I would like to say that if you are available tomorrow night and you want to watch two people talk about a movie that really got
I'll hang in the chats.
If you want to see a discussion that got no love in 2013 when it was released, me and Janet from Another Planet at 7:30 will be discussing the Vin Diesel conclusion to the Riddick movies, the Riddick trilogy of
that's
live
right.
actions. And I'm really sad because I didn't want to see Riddick. I didn't want to see it like that. I wanted to see him spend 2 hours of fencing around the Underverse and dealing with all the treachery involved with the people in that little shebang, instead of it being reduced to a 3-minute exposition. But we got what we got, and so me and Jen are going to discuss the Riddick film, and that starts at 7:30 tomorrow night. It'll be about a 2.5-hour stream, and we look forward to having anybody there that wants to observe and watch and listen and trade barbs in the chat.
All right. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you for being here for... Jesus, it's going to be 9 seasons, man.
Remember what this guy looked like when I first bought him?
Piece of clay.
Basically, yeah. He was ugly. I mean, he's not really pretty, but... There we go.
But can y'all believe there's going to be 9 seasons, though, starting in March?
You want me to speak freely, or do you want me to BS?
Speak freely, man.
All right. I don't like seasons being anything under 36 episodes. Or 26 episodes, if we're going to go with seasons. We're going to call it
Well,
seasons.
we're under 27, and next season's going to be short anyway. Well, it's 25.
I've been... I really chafed in 2010 when The Wire had 12-episode seasons. And I'm like, why do they need so long to do this? Come on, it's a drama. There's not a lot of special effects or post-production. Come on, get it out. And they just did that, and that's become the standard. A season of shows being only 10 or 15 episodes at most. I hate that. And
would you prefer longer or shorter seasons?
I would prefer a half year for a season for 26 episodes. I would prefer that, because that's what I grew up on. Before I was 25, 26 episodes for network TV or for a radio program.
How about this? So season 10. Season 10 is going to begin in June. Okay. What do you say we do like what we did this season? Have a break. It goes from June until August, which is our 2-year anniversary. Instead of having that season end, we break and then come back into the fall, and then go all the way to the end of the year.
That'd be all right.
And that'll be a long season, though.
I'm not complaining about it.
Or we could do something a little different have season 9 extend out past the birthday, where we take a break and then come back in June, go all the way from March all the way to say what would you guys think about having the 3-year anniversary of Makini Live be the start of season 11?
Or season 10.
Season 10, I mean. What do you guys think about that?
Be okay with it.
Be fitting.
Season 10 of Makini Live can start on the 3-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It'll be a kickoff. And then we can go all the way till the end. From August till December. So that'll be 4 straight months. Episodes. Okay, we'll see about that. I think we can work that in. But Bruce, Mads, it has been 9 seasons, 8 seasons going on 9, and I cannot believe that you guys have been through every single part of it. Every single part of it. And as Grumpy would say, who just put in the member chat, the charm of the CSF Nation lies in its roots at its core. Maki, Mads, and Bruce, and the potential future regulars. Grumpy, thank you for that, man. Seriously, thank you for that. Thank you for that member chat. Thank you for Thank you for. I can't even remember when you started becoming my mod. God, that was wow. You
I
stayed
remember
on for so long, man.
I remember when I first met him, and I thought, why is this guy not on with us? I know you're busy, dude. I get it, but he's just as a talented individual as.
Listen, man.
As they come.
Listen, man. We have guests, we have co-hosts come and go, but as we established, really, the heart and soul of Makini Live lies in us three.
Mhm.
Well, it lies in me, basically, but the true essence of what this show's always been about really lies in us three. That's the core. And will always be the core group, you know?
Yeah.
So, Grumpy, thank you for that member chat. And I will give you a minute to finish out. So, here you go, brother.
I've been thinking a lot, yeah. I've been thinking about one thing mostly, yeah. Want you to come on over even if I'm asleep. Wake me up in my dreams. Early in the morning, you just submit to it how you want it.
Thank you, Grumpy, so much for incredible support. So now it ends with me. It feels like as it always should. Thank y'all so much for this incredible season. I feel like we really hit our strides. And I'm looking back because we did 25 episodes total. I cannot believe that we had little guests, but we had so much to talk about every single episode we did. Did y'all even think about that?
No.
We had so much to talk about. So this is our playlist, guys. So all the episodes are added to this playlist here. So if you guys want to rewatch any one of them, please go on ahead. We had a lot of memories, a lot of great moments happen. Of course, one of the biggest ones is my jump to digital for the first time on right after the winter break, and that was a big deal for me. And I feel that's where we really hit high numbers and just really hit our stride. But we hit our stride from the beginning. Of course, the stream with R1 was great. The stream where we were talking about the Scooby-Doo disrespecting art, and then the what was it, the Van Gogh painting, along with the Bayonetta 3 controversy. That was a big stream for me. And I do appreciate that. So it's like, usually when it comes to, and I think Mads and Bruce can, agree with me on this. If there is a topic to talk about, and especially concerning art and art community and such like that, I'm going to say something about it on a Makini Live. That is going to be the main focus of discussion. Of course, we had the infamous Chibi Makini, the wrong link controversy that spawned the greatest. This season spawned the greatest Boomerkini moment ever. I don't think I could ever top that. Sending that wrong link out. The debut of the channel members, the channel member stuff began on here this season as well. Just of course the jump to digital. Just so much has happened this season alone, and I'm actually glad that we took that 2 week. I'm glad that we took that winter break, because I think that was beneficial big time for us. So thank you guys for that. Now, for my channel members, this is what we got so far. We already have 4 pieces up and lined up just for you guys this month. We still have 2 more to do. This week, I will be doing the monthly poll sketch, and that is of Rebecca. And then I still need to squeeze in a not safe for work piece for my ambassador members. So thank y'all, everybody, for being here. By the way, Nightbeam, which I just finished in all of her moon glowing glory, Nightbeam will be for all resident members and up. Well, actually, Nightbeam will be for all representative members and up. So Nightbeam, you'll be getting both this version plus the glowing version. On top of that, and I get a little, and I know Mads is going to be happy when I share this. You will also get the glowing wings version that both Mads and Julie were suggesting last Sunday's show. You will be getting the glowing wings variation along with that, because y'all are asking me about that a lot. But Nightbeam will be for representative members and higher. The Nimona drawing, which I think is honestly my favorite piece out of this batch. The more I look at it, the more I find things to love about it. The Nimona piece will be for tourist tier members and higher. Will be for resident members and higher with steps. All of these digital pieces you're going to see here in this month's turn batch will have steps included. If you are at the basic level, if you're at the basic tourist tier member, you are getting the Ruby sketch, the first Ruby sketch, along with. Hang on, I'm bring this up here because I haven't shown much of this. I'm still working on this. You'll also be getting the Marine Kitagawa exclusive sketch for tourist tier members. So this is all Valentine's related. You're also getting the Marine Kitagawa from my Dress Up Darling. She was voted second. It was a three-way tie for second, so I just picked one, and I just picked Marine. So this will be the exclusive sketch for tourist members. If you are at the resident tier and higher, you will be getting Nimona along with the shadow variation of Ruby to go along with it. So if you guys are at that tier and higher, you'll be getting the shadow variation. If you are at the resident, and you also be getting the Rebecca monthly poll drawing for all resident tier members. If you're at representative tier, you will be getting Nightbeam with all three variations, including steps included for all of them. And if you're at the ambassador level, you will be getting a not safe for work drawing with steps included as well. So it'll be my first time doing it. I do need to reach out to my ambassador members to see what is okay and what is okay for them, what I'm willing to do, what they will let me do, because I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable and such like that if I do something that is like nude or something that is more sexually explicit. But it is based off of you guys, and you guys we appreciate that. Yes, Bruce?
We hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say something.
No, I was on mute.
Okay, so all this. So this is all included in this month's channel batch for all members, which we are getting close to 40 channel members now. So that's a huge round of applause. So everybody, thank y'all for joining the channel. Thank you to J.A.F.O. Thank you to Stunning. Thank you to Loki for the freaking gifted memberships, which is absolutely insane. I will send huge thanks to Stunning for just the continuous gifted memberships. You really helped out the channel a bit. And to everybody who has joined and rejoined, you guys, I cannot thank you. I owe you guys the world for this incredible support. And to everybody who has stayed on as a channel member, I am eternally grateful for all of you. I mean that. Each and every single one of you, you guys have been absolutely amazing. And this is what, I keep saying this, but this is what your support led to. Me being able to do this digitally, being able to produce pieces like this. And I hope that, moving forward, I can continue to improve, continue to grow, and to continue to just amaze you guys with more exclusive art. And hopefully if you guys see this, if you guys see this, if you guys like what you see, and if this entices you to become a channel member, you can do so for just as low as $1 a month. You get some amazing art and amazing goodies each month that you will not see anywhere else. This is exclusive art for you guys. You guys get the high resolution stuff and every detail in its glory. So this is all for you guys. You guys have been absolutely incredible, and I cannot thank you for enough for it. We're trying to get to 50 channel members, so hopefully we can get some more people to join and become a member of the CSF Nation. You guys, you're in great company. We have such a huge group of people who love and support each other and just love and support the work, who are legitimate fans of this channel. You guys are all fans, and so is my channel members. You guys love this channel. You guys love the work that I do here, and I'm truly grateful for that. I'm eternally grateful. It's worth it. It's worth doing these shows. It's worth turning on the tablet for. I get a lot of joy out of doing this for you guys because of you guys. Because of you guys' incredible support. I can't express how much I'm grateful to each and every single one of you. Not just for this season, but just for everything that we do. It means the world to me. So other than that, I will try to get a sketch diary video out tomorrow. If not, it will be next Monday for sure. So stay tuned for that. Next Sunday, Makini Live will be in the off season after this stream is over. Next Sunday, however, I will be doing a Fortnite stream at this same time, 11 a.m. PST. So if you guys want to hang out, watch, have some fun Fortnite, maybe we can get a group going. I want to see if I can maybe we can dual stream. Maybe I can dual stream on Twitch, so you guys get to see a glimpse of what we do here on what I do on Twitch as well. You get to see all the cool overlays and such like that I do too, and a lot of fun there too. And we'll do another stream on next 2 Sundays until I'm gonna still be streaming on Sundays. It just won't be Makini Live, so it'll be a chance to kick back, relax. In the meantime, I'll be trying to get everything set up not only for this month's term channel member batches, but get everything set up for next season. By the way, guys, you know what that means? Next season, I will be having new looks, new avatars for Skyla, Kiki, and Brianna. As you can hear them. They are hooting and hollering in the background right now. They are so excited right now for the new looks I'll be coming up with. And hopefully, who knows, I might bring one more girl in to help host the channel. Let's stay tuned for that. And I'll still be doing Friday. I'll still be doing Friday shows as well. I'll still be doing just off-season draw streams to just hang out and chill with you guys on a Friday. Since you guys enjoy the Friday stuff, I do anyway. But yeah, the train is not stopping, guys. We're gonna march hard in spring, and spring is one of my favorite time of the year because it's my birthday, and you know I always like the spring weather starts warming up. And you know what the best thing is? Guys?
Go ahead.
Cherry blossoms are blooming outside my house right now.
I'm so jealous.
Yes, we have. I have my neighborhood. At this time of the year and around the mid to late February, early March, the cherry blossoms start blooming. So I have a cherry blossom tree outside my house. So.
And we get like a 2-week window up here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why my Animal Crossing is cherry blossoms all year long.
There you go.
I kid you not, I could send you screenshots.
There you go. All right, I see that comment, Mads.
I can put it out there into the ether. I mean, I did put it out. I did put out a comment earlier, and we got both Sky and Cavatinho sending me this lovely a suggestion of looking up Jonathan Majors, which thank you so much. So
Not gonna happen.
I can put it out there. I can just put it out there.
I'm not willing to request that much attention. I don't need that. Me and Bruce are not willing to request that much attention on us. Okay. Exactly. Bruce is with me. Exactly.
I'm just saying a virtual guy would be nice.
No.
Are you wanting like a VTuber to share your screen with, Mads?
Well, we've got like 3 females. So
if I could learn how to build a VTuber model, I totally would. But
if we had lovely cherry blossoms, that would be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, they would never come back inside if there was such a thing as cherry blossoms. Exactly. I'd lose them for
lay down naked on the grass.
Every single day, I walk out of my house and be like this.
What? Oh my God!
Anything is
possible. You know what's great about that clip?
Yeah, what's that?
When he starts at, oh my God, there's a little boy in a white shirt right next to him. That's the smile on his face. The smile on that little boy's face. It's like so big. It's like, like the whole size of his head. Great.
No, the funny thing is, you talk about that. I have never seen the other guy.
I should totally read
the amount of times I have seen that particular clip, I have no clue who you're talking about.
You know,
I'm not even joking.
You know, I should totally reenact that clip at some point. Oh my gosh, man, this has been an incredible season, guys. I cannot thank you everybody so much for this. You guys have been absolutely incredible. I don't know how else to say it, man. That is it, guys. Makini Live is done for season 8. Mark your calendars, everybody, because season 9 will kick off on March 19th.
Now Power 700.
March 12th.
Maki's gonna draw himself as Mean Joe Green back in his prime.
Oh God. Don't be like that. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, season 12 or season 9 of Makini Live will start on Sunday, March 12th. If not at 12:30, then at 11 a.m. It depends on the Sunday Culture Review, because they are planning to make a comeback. So I am very excited to start next season. It will be the road to 2K. That'll be kind of the theme, is the road to 2K, and we're gonna see if we can see who will win the bet by the time my birthday comes around, and hopefully by the time that
Maki's gonna get abducted and thrown in a trunk.
No, it's not the case. Oh my gosh! No, hopefully by the time that we get to where I'm at. Sorry.
Little higher. There you go.
Shut up. Oh my God, my camera's all over the place. Hopefully by the time that hopefully by the time that May rolls around, will be a slimmer, more leaner Makini. At that time, I'm getting close to dropping under 300. I'm getting close because I'm starting to do dumbbell exercises now. So I'm starting to weight up. So I'm happy about that. Seriously, thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I mean that. I did promise that at 2K I will do an entire Sunday show with the face cam on and everything, so you guys can see this me, you can see me grow a bit. But yeah, that is I can't think. I didn't realize I've done so many face cams in this stream alone. Anyway, you guys notice that?
No. You after the 7th or 8th time, I'm sorry, my friend. I stopped counting.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Yeah, no. It's just like the funny thing is like I just do a full face cam on Friday's show anyway. I just like I don't care. What the hell? You can see my
Mamabear
expressions
singing
and
its
everything.
cuffing season.
What? I should be looking this way, but my camera.
You don't know that song.
I should be looking the other way, but my camera is like.
It's all good. What you don't know that song yet?
No.
I'm gonna have. I'll track it down.
Oh my gosh! What are you doing, Matt? Don't do this to me now. But thank you guys so much for just thank y'all for everything. Oh, that was another highlight. Me completely shaved, and y'all got we got the whole baby face thing trending.
Do I
still look like I'm born? I was born before 2001.
Empower the follow-up lines is always applicable for me.
Bruce, do I still look like I was born after 2001?
You look like you kind of approaching me, brother. Again, you're definitely in that Danny Glover territory in the middle of Lethal Weapon series. I just need you to say I'm getting too old for this shit.
No, that's what the beard does to me.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
I gotta find like that right moment where I can still look too young but not too old either. To not look like a complete baby face, I guess you could say. I love my beard though. I do like my beard a lot. So it's growing back. So I noticed. I got the benefit of like having hair that grows back real quickly. Because I was only beardless and balding for like a week or so, then it started growing back quickly. And I know that was a problem for everybody because it was like a baby face here. I was still in college, a freshman. All right. Anyway, that is it for. That is it, y'all. This season is officially over. For season 8 of Makini Live, we thank you everybody for being a part of this journey, a part of this show. This has been incredible, to say the least. And no words that I can say to really justify how I feel about you guys, how I feel about this channel and everything we've been doing. I'm touched. You guys really hit me in the heart this season. And I hope I hit you guys in the heart too. I really hope that the work we've been doing, the shows that we continue to do, to continue to grow, have a chance to improve, allows us to continue to do more that really touches you guys. And I hope I continue to do art that continually touches you guys on a personal level. So, all right. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go get out of here. Get everything set up for tonight's show on Twitch, and get everything set up for start setting up next season. I got a couple of new avatars I need to make now.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody so much. If you guys can, please step on that like button, share the stream out. We really appreciate it. If you guys are brand new here, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 2K. If you guys can help me get if you guys can help me get past 1,300. I'd really appreciate it because I've been stuck there. I've been been stuck there, but I've been knocked back there every time I get past 1,300. I've been knocked back down a peg. So if you guys get me past 1,300, I'd really appreciate that. And if you guys love the content that I've been doing and you guys want to support me further, please become a channel member at the CSF Nation. Become part of CSF Nation for as low as $1 a month. We do art drops every month, exclusive art you won't find anywhere else, exclusive time-lapse videos, and hopefully soon I can do exclusive member live streams too. So anyway, guys, for Mads Mamabear, for Bruce Lombardo, I am Makini90, artist, journeyman, and illustrator, and we thank you everybody for tuning in to this season of the greatest Sunday afternoon art show on YouTube, Makini Live. Until next time, take care, much love, and as we always say, Mads, Bruce, say it with me, never stop drawing. See y'all in March, guys. Love y'all.
Later.
Well.
Makini Live is filmed before a live studio audience at Makini Studios in Hollywood, California. Makini Draws production. Makini 90, Vance Mamabear, and Bruce Lombardo will return on Sunday, March 19th for another season of drawing fun. Until then, take care and never stop drawing.